like Pippen. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome to the first ever
Here we are.
Woodward Heavyweights live stream from the Woodward Sports Studio on the Woodward Sports channel. What I really meant to say. What up, though? I'm your boy Eazy. It's my man Kung Fu Spinny.
What up, though?
AKA Spin Morant.
Yes, sir.
AKA Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yes, sir.
AKA Mr. On My Right. I was gonna say something I can't say.
Yeah,
on
good.
the new channel.
Don't say it.
I'm stopping myself. I'm
Look
good
at this guy.
already, man.
He's already learning.
And at TD Boo, we got my guy Young Sus.
Suster for himself.
Young Sus, what up, though, Sus? Oh yeah, you Mike's muted. I apologize.
Yeah.
Shout out. We got a big show for you guys today. Thank you for everyone who's riding in for us. And actually, thank you to everyone who's been riding with us since like the beginning, since we were back in Studio B. Let me take these glasses off. I apologize. Anxious, guys.
Day one. Why
Day
anxious?
one teens.
Nothing new. We've been
I'm
doing
really not
this.
anxious. I just, you know how I am when I actually do take my zappers. I'm off.
Yeah.
And I took a zapper this morning.
Took a zapper. Why'd you take a zapper?
Man, I got two jobs. Today was a big day. I had to make sure I was on point for both of them.
All right, that's fair.
You feel me? We got a big show today, guys. Your boy met Penei Sue over the weekend. Well, I'm talking about jumping into that a little bit. Jaylen Brown, possibly on the market. Now I don't know why. You're shaking your head already. Why?
Because, bro, they offered him for Kevin Durant. Nobody on the Pistons is going to be like a good enough trade to get Jaylen Brown.
But that's not the scenario we're doing. We're doing the scenario where Jaylen Brown wants out.
Who says that? Who says who? He just said SMH.
SMH, meaning he approves of it. You gonna pull Owen on me? Oh, he tweeted SMH because he stubbed his toe?
No, it's definitely what it was about. It was definitely about him getting offered up. You know, that never feels good no matter who you are. But who knows? I don't think he wants out. I just think that's kind of like that's a slight, you know.
Yeah.
They just beat Kevin Durant in the playoffs. Jaylen Brown was great in that series.
For sure.
And they're offering, you gonna do this to me? You gonna do this to me? I don't think he's wanting out, though. I think it's just a little slight.
We shall see how
It's
it
all
plays
part
out.
of business.
I gotta be honest with you. I think, actually, on the books is saying it too. Boston's gonna get him, Kevin Durant.
That's what everybody's saying.
Yeah, I mean, you have to at this point because now that Jaylen Brown's clearly upset, you have to throw in whatever extra to complete the deal.
They said the thing that made them say no was they wanted Marcus Smart too.
Yeah.
And they weren't ready to give up Marcus Smart. It was Derek White. Well, we'll get into the details of it in a minute, though, and
for sure.
The Pistons can finagle their way in there in some capacity.
100%. We got some Detroit Lions topics for you guys too. Obviously, Jamison Williams starting on the pup list.
Yes.
Same with Josh Pascal.
Yes.
A little bit of a concern maybe for Josh Pascal.
Is it?
And maybe a little bit of a trend with Brad Holmes and these second round defensive tackle interior linemen.
Yeah.
Both been hurt a couple times. We have a giveaway as well, guys.
Big giveaway.
Especially for the Detroit Lions fans. And I think I might try to make this thing a routine thing maybe every month if we can. But if you guys are Detroit Lions fans, make sure you stay tuned. We're going to talk about that when we come back from break? Or
we'll talk about that before. We'll talk about it before the show's over. Once we get some more people in here kicking.
100%. Detroit Lions, like I said, we're talking about the injury reports, the non-football injury, and the pup. But one name that wasn't on that list that I think a lot of people glossed over, Jeff Okudah.
Jeff Okudah was not on that list.
Not starting the season, the pup list.
Ready to go.
And again, I said starting the season. I misspoke there. This is obviously training camp. But nonetheless, welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights. Let me tap into the stream, too, because I actually don't have it pulled up on my computer, and I want to see who's in the chat.
Oh,
man.
we got all the regulars. We got E-Fog, we got Rake, we got JM, we got Abe in there, Murph, Andrew Jonah, Booner, Aaron Tackett. Shout out to all you guys, D. Smitty, everybody that's been rocking with us. We appreciate you guys. You guys put us here. If it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be no heavyweights. It's all about the listeners, all about you guys. We do this for you. We want to get you guys happy, get you guys hype about the upcoming seasons and about what's going on in Detroit sports. And you've been good to us, so we appreciate you.
100%, man. That's why we're doing that giveaway, dog. If you're a Detroit Lions fan, I promise you guys, you're gonna be. You want to jump into it now?
Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll mention it again at the end of the show. But I'm telling you guys right now, we have an autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet, courtesy of Pro Sports Zone and John Yu. You guys know Tammy Chin, always in the chat. She works there at Pro Sports Zone. Our guy John Yu hooked us up with the autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown Lions helmet. That thing is crispy. It is a perfect addition to any man cave, any Lions fan that wants some memorabilia on a young stud the Lions got on their roster. And we're going to be giving it away to the people. So we will have more details coming on what exactly you need to do to win that autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet. But I'll give you the light stats. You're going to need to watch the stream when we're giving it away. Obviously, we're giving it away at some point this week. You're going to need to follow myself. Got my tag right there on the bottom at SpenmoRex. You're going to need to follow in my boy Eazy, both of us on the Twitter spheres, and Pro Sports Zone. There are going to be some more stipulations to come, but those are the first that I'll give out. You need to follow all of us, and you'll have to watch and find out when we are giving that away. Again, autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown on a Lions helmet. It's the gray helmet. Obviously, it's fire. I'm excited to give that to the people. You guys deserve it. You guys earned it. We're going to have a big whole deal. You know, like the Twitter picker is going to go in there and figure out which one of you guys walks away with the autographed helmet. So doing a little something for you. Shout out to everyone there at Pro Sports Zone, including John Yu. If you guys need any kind of merch, any kind of merchandise, that's where Eazy met DJ Chark. He met Amani Omowarie. He met Penny Sewell because they do signings there. They had Donovan Peoples-Jones there on Sunday. They had the Lions there on Saturday. It's crazy. It's a great place. So go make sure you guys go check them out. That's Pro Sports Zone. Again, check them out. Our boy John Yu. And, of course, you guys know Tammy Chin.
Anybody who's just tapping in, man, we have the Woodward Heavyweights. If you've never seen us before in your life, my name's Eazy. That's my guy Spencer. We started a podcast back in Studio B. And we're a little bit rambunctious, somewhat obnoxious. We are the go-to party people for Woodward Sports. I mean, there's obviously others behind closed doors, but we are the ones who kind of broadcasted it, and we partied our way, thanks to the support of you guys, all the way to the main channel here at Woodward Sports. And if you're just tapping in again, we are giving away a signed Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. A couple stipulations with that one. We're going to give away, are not giving it away today, but we'll give you guys the details on that at the top of the hour. I want to talk a little bit of UFC. And I know not a lot of the channels, or not a lot of the shows on the channel talk UFC, and I'm not going to spend a whole bunch into it, but I just want you guys to know, anybody that watches MMA, like, we got that covered here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know guys from all around the state that train here in Michigan personally, guys both in UFC, Bellator, ONE, Glory Kickboxing, all that stuff. In fact,
Bare Knuckle,
yeah. We just had Joaquin Buckley, the 2021 Knockout of the Year award recipient, in studio, like, what, 2 weeks ago? Last week, along with Charles Johnson just had his UFC debut this past week in London. Real quick though, Spinny, the main event. Tom Aspinall blowing that knee out. Man,
that's two in a row.
Yeah.
That's T-City and now Tom Aspinall that they ended on an injury before the fight even got going. That looked like it was going to be a good fight. Him and Blades are going at it for a little bit, and then it ends. You hate to see it end in something like that. Like, those guys are warriors. They dedicate their lives to this. Obviously, they dedicate so much time going into each fight. So when you see one, especially the main event, the main event of the card, the biggest fight of the night, go out and end like that, you hate to see it. You hope Tom has a speedy recovery. Hopefully he's back in that octagon sooner than later. And it's a terrible thing to see because we were expecting a good fight. Mm-hmm. It started off well. Like, they started off, they weren't baiting or anything. They weren't ready. They weren't baiting.
Leave me alone. I'm baiting.
They got right into it, and they were tagging each other. So I was excited to see how that fight went, and unfortunately it ended like that. But there were some other great fights on that card in London.
Yeah.
The boy, Paddy Pimblett, Paddy the Baddie, he went out there and he took care of business. It looked like he was in some trouble there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But he ended up getting the choke. He ended up getting the tap out. And he teabagged the guy like he said he was going to do. At the end of it, he teabagged him after he choked him out. So probably the most disrespectful fighter in the UFC right now gets another win in front of his home fans, in front of a raucous crowd. So I was excited for that. It was a good fight to watch, and I was happy with the results. I like Paddy, man. He's good for the sport.
Yeah, Paddy, the O2 was rocking when Paddy was in there. O2 was rocking. 155 is his weight division, lightweight, which is the same weight that Conor McGregor, left last time he fought Khabib Nurmagomedov, but actually no, he had a fight after that. Justin Poirier. But anyway, nonetheless, that fight, big fight. I'm not saying it'll ever be a thing, but if Conor look a little bulky these days. I don't know if he'll ever make 155 again, but that'll be a thing, man. And again, welcome to Woodward Heavyweights. If you guys are just tapping in, make sure you hit that like button. We are the Savages from Studio B, upgrade to Studio A, doing our thing,
Heavyweight things.
By the way, speaking of which, man, so I trained because I don't do it anymore. I want to start eventually once my knee gets better. But jiu-jitsu for like self-defense reasons, so I never get washed or embarrassed in front of my son.
Yeah.
Meeting Penny Sewell this weekend,
Doesn't matter.
Nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do. Yeah.
There's nothing you do.
That guy looked like a total unit. I seen the picture you took. If you guys don't know, shout out Pro Sports Zone.
Shout out.
They are the ones helping us auction off the autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown football helmet, Lions helmet, that we will get into later. We'll tell you guys how to do that later in the week. You got to stay tuned if you want that autographed helmet.
Yes,
you never know when we're going to give it out, so make sure you're listening to the heavyweights all week. But you met them at Pro Sports Zone, courtesy of John Yu and our girl Tammy Chin, that's always in the chat.
Shout out.
And I saw that picture of you with him, and that man looked like a monster. Like he was. It looked like he was standing like 2 feet closer to the camera than you were, because he was just that. He was built, man. And like we've said before, you know, we know what we had with Penei Sewell last year when he's getting in Aaron Donald's face. He's handling Nick Bosa in his first real test in the NFL at the left tackle position before they moved him over to the right tackle position once Taylor Decker got back. He's dominating some of the strongest humans on the earth. Like these guys in the NFL, you guys know Braylon. Braylon's here sitting in this chair every day, and that guy, you see him in real life, you're like, yeah, that's an NFL player. Like, that dude's a unit. And seeing you next to Penei Sewell, I got the same vibes. Like, that guy, he's going to be a dad soon, so he's going to have the dad strength too. Yeah. And he looked like a monster.
He would literally rip my arm off and beat me with it if he wanted to. I'm not even joking, man. That was, I found myself, I was driving back home, and I found myself just like, thinking back in the moment, like, wow, man, this is crazy, such a cool opportunity to meet these guys all the time. It's Pro Sports Zone. Shout out to Tammy again, but I'm like, if I was a cop and Penei Sewell, God forbid, it did something, and I had to be the person to confront him or arrest him or do anything, I couldn't.
No.
You're not.
There's no stopping him. No stopping him.
There's no way. Like, that's crazy.
It's literally what he does for a living is manhandle guys twice your size.
Yes.
Like it's crazy to think about that this guy is like the same species as me, because he's literally like, he's that much of a beast. He could inflict so much pain on a regular human being without even trying. Like I remember Braylon telling me about a story of him, messing around with his friends and showing how he used to like break hand-to-hand contact with DBs off the line, like smack their hands down.
Yeah.
And he said his friend like got hurt because Braylon hit it. He's like, we don't know our own strength at point. Like, to normal people, like when a professional athlete looks at a normal person, he's like, I break you. Like, I break you. Like, that's literally what Penei Sewell looked like.
You know how we watch The Boys?
Yeah.
Like, that's where I like. It's kind of like some athletes like kind of live that same lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, get whatever they want. Like, obviously not like real superpowers, obviously, but they're superhuman. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, 100%. Shout out to Penei Sewell, Pro Sports Zone again. But yeah, those men. I saw a tweet today too. Him and Aiden Hudson, iron sharpens iron.
Yes, going at each other every day in practice.
Yeah.
Two high motor guys, two obviously physical beasts. Like, two guys. That's gonna be fun, especially in Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Honestly, because Dan Campbell said it last year, like, I almost want these guys to fight each other. Like, he said like, I want them to be like, I don't want fights breaking out, but I want it to be at that line, and that's what it has to be in football. Like, you have to play with aggression, especially in the trenches. You have to play with that, all right, I'm whooping your butt every single play. So, if I ended up getting into a physical altercation with Penei Sewell, I might need some drinks to lighten that damage that he done to me. So what kind of drink would I go after if that was the case?
I tell you what, man, one of the beauties of having this job at the 5 o'clock slot, we probably might be able to make a couple of training camp practices.
Yes,
and
sir.
If that fight did break out between Aiden Hudson and Penei Sewell, I'm right there with the mully. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm allowed to have that training camp, but I'm sure as hell going to sneak one in because they're that damn good. They're made with Gypsy Vodka, guys. The official drink of summer is here. The mulligan made with Gypsy Vodka. When you're out in the golf course or hanging out in the backyard or watching Penei Sewell and Aiden Hudson go at it like two dogs, the mulligan's calling your name, man. Ask for the mulligan at your local golf course or Total Wine near you. Welcome to Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back. Be it.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer, Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new Field House. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, learning street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Ciabattas, summer salads, and dip shakes. All at Big Boy. Try a chicken club, chicken cordon bleu, or sunrise ham and cheddar. All on our grilled ciabatta bread. Or keep it light with our Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, or Greek salad. And don't forget to cool off with a frosty hand-dipped cookies and cream or strawberry shake. You heard it here first. Summer just got better.
You guys, welcome to Studio A. We got the CGI, all the fancy cameras to trick you into believing things because, I know Brazilian Braun look good with his tan, but truthfully, I am a white man. And it's all thanks to Chili Peppers tan that I'm able to look so beautiful Brazilianly brown, man. I love it, man. They got the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tan at Chili Peppers, and they'll beat all competitors by $5.
$5?
$5! Ooh-wee. Man, Chili Peppers tan, again, like I said, they got the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans at Chili Peppers tanning.
Butt crack full of sand.
What up, though? Welcome to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy, Eazy, joined my man, Kung Fu Spinny.
What up, though?
A.K.A. Spin More Racks.
Yeah.
We got Young Sus in the TD booth.
Sus
and
for
this is the
himself.
first ever inaugural episode of Woodward Heavyweights. Make sure you guys hit that like button. And for that very reason, this entire week, we are entering you guys into raffles, following stipulations, into a raffle. I already said that. I apologize.
Yeah.
For Amon-Ra Brown, Detroit Lions helmet.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Courtesy
signed,
of Pro Sports
autographed helmet.
Shout out to John Yu.
Shout out to John Yu. Shout out to Tammy Chin. Shout out to Pro Sports Zone. They're hooking us up so we can hook y'all up.
1000%, man. But I'm ready to argue with you, Spinny.
I'm ready.
Because we have two different perspectives on some stuff that went down on Twitter, on Twitter in real life today. Jaylen Brown offered up in sacrifice for Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Offered his tribute.
You said no.
No, for what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, the Nets said no.
The Nets said no.
The Nets said no. That's not good enough.
The Nets said it's not enough.
In response, Jaylen Brown hits Twitter with the SMH tweet. I'm wilding out. I'm not really wilding out because I don't care too much, but I would say that makes Jaylen Brown available on the market.
It's something you got to think about. I wouldn't go that far because, like we said, our swing on it or your swing on it was, could the Pistons get involved with Jaylen Brown since he's on the open market?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that yet because that is a move to push them over the top. That is a move to go after Kevin Durant. That is a move to go after one of the three best players in the NBA right now. So if you're not giving Kevin Durant in return, I don't think the Pistons have enough to offer for Jaylen Brown. What would the trade package be for Jaylen Brown? Jaden Ivey, Isaiah Stewart, and 2 first-round picks?
You think he's worth all that?
He's an all-star. He's a guy that averages 24 points a game. This is a solidified player in the NBA. He is going to take pieces to get back. If you want to go after Jaylen Brown, you're going to have to give up pieces. I'm not willing to do that. I don't think Boston is willing to do that. If you trade Jaylen Brown to the Pistons for guys like that, for say it's just Sadiq Bey and Jaden Ivey, that still puts your team back.
There's no way. I don't think he warrants that much value.
What is your
back Sadiq Bey and Jaden Ivey?
What is your trade market for Jaylen Brown? A multiple-time All-Star, a guy that proved he's one of the best two-way players in the NBA.
I think he only has one All-Star appearance. I only say that because I have it in front of me. I'm not trying to boss up on you, but no, dude, I'm not. No way he's worth Sadiq. He's not. Look at the trade package.
He's not worth Sadiq Bey.
He's not worth Sadiq Bey and Ivey.
Ivey, a guy who hasn't played a game in the NBA yet.
Definitely not worth those two guys. Hell no.
What is he worth to you then? What would be a trade package you think the Celtics would accept for Jaylen Brown?
I mean, I'd probably say Sadiq Bey, 2 picks, maybe a swap. I mean, you gotta look at it this way too. If he's like all, and I like Jaylen Brown. I'm not trying to disrespect him either way. Although the Celtics did today, that's why we're even talking about this. But him alone, along with him and Derek White, along with 3 first-round picks, 2 swaps, wasn't enough. Like that, he's
for
not
Kevin
he's not
Durant.
that guy.
For Kevin Durant,
But that's a lot.
One of the best the best offensive player in the history of the NBA. One of the best players in the NBA right now. Like you saw what the Spurs got for DeJounte Murray. You're telling me Jaylen Brown is that much better than DeJounte Murray, or Jaylen Brown isn't as good as DeJounte Murray or Rudy Gobert for a team? You see what they're getting back for these guys. Like, it's going to take a lot. And the Pistons, first of all, don't have that to offer. Second of all, it would make the Celtics a worse team if they got rid of Jaylen Brown for whoever you can name on the Pistons lineup outside of Cade Cunningham. Obviously, you're not trading Cade Cunningham, but that's the only person that would make the Celtics better.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it'd be like Sadiq if it were to go down, just because he's more of like a vetted guy. Sus, is your mic unmuted? Because I know you're an NBA guy.
I'm good.
What is the trade value of Jaylen Brown to the Pistons, like in that scenario?
I think that's one of those deals where it's like, who hangs up the phone first? Because I don't see either side wanting to do it for what Spencer said was a good point in that Boston is contending right now. Like, you do the Brogdon trade to contend, but if you're asking hypothetically what he's worth, then I think what Spencer's package is about the going rate.
You think they're giving up Sadiq Bey and Jaden Ivey for Jaylen Brown?
They would have to, yes.
You're out of your mind.
I'm not saying they're going to do it, but that's what they would need to offer for the Celtics to even listen.
I have no way.
The second best player on a team that made the NBA Finals last year?
You guys are wilding right now.
How are we wilding? Do you see the trades that have been happening? Yeah, he's under contract. He's a young star, like I said, one of the best two-way players in the league. You saw what DeJounte Murray went for. You saw what Rudy Gobert went for. I'd rather have Jaylen Brown than DeJounte Murray on my team. So if DeJounte Murray's going to go for that much, Jaylen Brown's going to have to go for more.
There's no way. I'll tell you what. That's what Boston wants. I mean, hell no.
Yes, exactly.
No. That's not going down at all. I don't think he's worth that. I mean, I wouldn't personally. I do like Jaylen Brown. Definitely not worth all that. I mean, Jaden Ivey. As much as I don't know about the fit of him and Cade Cunningham, that's a high ceiling. That's a high upside guy, without question. I mean, he was the best guard in this draft. The reason why I felt was there's so many guys that can stretch the floor above him. Chris, you put your hand up again.
Yeah, I was just going to say, to add to that, again, that's another reason why the Pistons also say no when I say who says no first, because with the Pistons, it's the same thing as a Donovan Mitchell. I like him better than Donovan Mitchell personally, but it's still the same concept.
You like Jaylen Brown better than Donovan Mitchell?
I do. In terms of like winning a championship, I think he offers more for you. Guard more positions, still stretch the floor.
Yeah, he offers more. He fits the team more, and I just personally, I don't think that, as special as Donovan Mitchell is, I just don't like him. I don't like him long term, and I really don't have a concrete way of explaining it other than I just don't believe that he has the capabilities to be a number 2 on a championship team.
Brown
I think he's
or Mitchell?
Really good. Mitchell.
Okay.
I think Brown, we saw they got to the finals, and
yes.
I think Brown is, he's got to tighten up that handle. That handle's atrocious, but if he can do that, he defends at a high level, he shoots at a high level. He's a great second player next to Cade, and I would like that, but we're just not at that timeline yet.
We're not at that timeline. Our timeline, the players we'd be willing to trade, does not sync up with the Celtics timeline and what they're trying to do. Like Chris said, they're in win now mode. They're not going to accept young players back for a guy who is entering his prime, who has proven what he can be in this league, who has proven that he can be, like I said, the second best player on a team that makes the NBA Finals. That's not a easy commodity to give up. So I don't think either party would be down for it. But I do think he's going to be a Brooklyn Net in a couple weeks.
I think one thing you guys are missing too in this exact scenario with the Jaylen Brown situation is like, and I don't know what it is exactly, but him shouting out the SMH. I'm sure like his agent would advise against that, or unless he is, maybe he wants out. Because you disrespect at that point. Yeah. You just went to the NBA Finals with this guy, and then you're trying to cash him in for Kevin Durant.
A lot of people want out. That's what the NBA is right now. It's in the age of player empowerment. If a player doesn't want to play for your team anymore, they're not going to. You look at James Harden. You look at Ben Simmons. You look at sorry. Excuse me. I'm getting a little raspy there. No, but you look at what Kevin Durant is doing to Brooklyn right now. Like, if they don't want to play for you, they're not going to play for you. I don't think this is to that point. I don't think him being mentioned in a trade talk for one of the best players in basketball will make him upset enough to request a trade or say he's not playing for Boston, because it seems like he likes playing with Jason Tatum. He likes playing with Al Horford, with Grant Williams, with all these guys that they have. So I'm not going to put it that far. It definitely puts a stake in the relationship, though, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, for the optics, I mean, to me, it looks like he may possibly want out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the SMH, I think, would do it for me, just observing the situation from D-Max, 30,000-foot view.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely upgrade over Sadiq.
Yes, no doubt.
Sure. Building a package for Jaylen Brown, I'm definitely not including Jaden Ivey, but I think Sadiq, 3 first-rounders. I mean, I don't know. Sadiq's good.
Yeah.
Sadiq, I think, like the Pistons situation too. Like he's going to be a lot better this year, given they have more threats, on the floor.
For sure.
Hopefully that's the case. I mean, they are rookies.
And he's going to take a step forward because he is a guy that's still very young, still learning. He's going to have a bigger role in the offense with Jeremy Grant gone.
Yeah.
He's going to need. We obviously know about him training in the mountains, being a mountain man, going crazy up there. So we hope that comes through fruitfully for the Pistons, and we see that on the court. But yeah, obviously, I think Jaylen Brown is an upgrade over Sadiq, but Boston knows that too. And Boston is not in the business of those 3 first-round draft picks don't do much to tilt the scales for Boston. They're trying to win a championship right now. They're not worried about 3 first-round draft picks that they're eventually going to get to use.
Yeah.
They need players. They need guys. They need difference makers. That's why they're offering him for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And not for a package deal. They're not shopping Jaylen Brown to other teams for packages. They're offering Jaylen Brown as a package to get one of the best players in basketball.
There is one scenario where the Sadiq Bey and 3 first-round picks. I mean, Pistons made it to the conversation because they've literally done this on purpose for the exact reason. But I guess Kevin Knox isn't officially signed yet.
Yeah.
Because the Pistons, in case they have a chance to get their hands in on the KD trade. In terms of, how it is, there's
just be a team that gets somebody, gets a little piece.
Catch a little benefit of the doubt. Because obviously got, a respectable amount of cap space. Not a lot anymore, obviously, they made the signings. Well, actually, no, because Kevin Knox isn't even signed yet. What's up, Chris?
They have up to $30 million in cap space because they have a $20 million trade exception from Jeremy Grant, and they have $10 million more in cap space. So they actually have more than Indiana, and they have the most in the NBA. So that's why if the Kevin Durant trade happens, I would expect the Pistons to be involved. Not getting
some
Kevin Durant,
facet,
but yes. And again, I pointed out, look at what Cleveland did with the James Harden trade. They got Jared Allen for the free.
Yeah.
And that was an all-star center. Now, granted, that was a center that you had to pay the very next year, but, I mean, they got him for absolutely nothing, a useless first-round pick. It was a deal you do 10 times out of 10. So if I'm the Pistons and Troy Weaver, I'm definitely looking to do something like that.
Yeah. Dip your toes in the water, see how it's feeling.
Yeah, maybe Brooklyn's more fond of those 3 picks the Pistons. I mean, I don't know, man.
They would for sure be than Boston. Brooklyn would for sure be more fond of that. They have no picks. Yeah. They're all in Houston.
Yeah. Sounds crazy, but I'm just saying, don't be surprised.
Does sound a little crazy. And if you actually think that Jaylen Brown is coming to the Pistons, you might need a little help with your mental because something might be going up there. So, luckily for you, we have the thing you need, which is the sports marketing agency. You just saw the Bottom Line doing a live broadcast with the sports marketing agency. They're great guys pushing a great cause because the sports marketing agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the F Word, helps spread awareness of fentanyl and other addictions that are plaguing our communities. And you can get that right here at Woodward Sports. They broadcast that from this studio. So make sure you check that out. Go to thesportsma.com if you're struggling or know someone who is. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Detroit's downtown summer playground is back. Open all summer long, the Monroe Street Midway. Enjoy roller skating, free Wi-Fi, food trucks, art installations, and so much more. Don't forget to take advantage of the basketball court, putt-putt, and, of course, family programming all summer long. All art installations are done by Detroit artists, and it's a fun, safe event from people 1 to 100. Go to deckedoutdetroit.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Fulling Warehouse in Hamtramck. You know it. You've heard of it. It's the home of the original football bowling pin game called Fulling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play where you can stay there open until close, have a good time. They also have private lane reservation, $120, 10 to 12 people. You get your own lane. You can bring in any type of food you want. If you get thirsty, they have a $2 mystery beer vending machine. Pop in $2, pops you out a good beer. No hassle, no fuss needed. Know what you want. Want to make a decision? They have multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So come on down to Hamtramck and check them out at the Fulling Warehouse or visit them online at fullingwarehouse.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo.
What up, though? We in the building.
Young Sus in the TD booth, and this is the inaugural episode of the Woodward Heavyweights. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys hit that like button. And we teased at the beginning of the show. I want to give out the details of the Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet. Again, if you guys are just joining, this is the very first episode of Woodward Heavyweights on the Woodward Sports Channel. And for that very reason, all week you have an opportunity to win a signed autographed helmet, Detroit Lions helmet, obviously, of Amon-Ra St. Brown, who I think is going to be this year's biggest jump on offense.
Okay.
In year two, guys. I'm just saying. Don't be surprised. I mean, Penei Sewell's a given, but I'm talking about guys receiving the ball, put up numbers. I think Amon-Ra's going to be that guy.
Amon-Ra, man, he looked great last year. We saw what he did when he got comfortable in that offense.
Yeah.
Got comfortable with Jared Goff. Had Ben Johnson calling him plays. They started using him a little like Debo. We saw him running the ball out of the backfield. We saw him doing a lot. He is the only wide receiver in the NFL last year with over 70 targets and a 0% drop rate. This guy is a stud. And, yeah, I'm excited to see him. I'm excited. Shout out to Pro Sports Zone and John Yu for hooking us up with the helmet so we can hook you guys up with something nice.
Big facts. So this is what we're going to do, guys. If you're watching on YouTube right now, I want you to take a screenshot of the stream. I want you to post it on Twitter and make sure you tag Pro Sports Zone, Spencer, or the Woodward Heavyweights page. Either or. Just make sure you guys tag Woodward Sports. Yeah, Woodward Sports will work too. So make sure you guys tag Pro Sports Zone. Screenshot the stream. I want to make a new screenshot. I'm going to be looking for make sure you guys hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed as well. Go on Twitter, Instagram, tag the Woodward Heavyweights and Pro Sports Zone. Shout out to John Yu. That will automatically enter you guys into a raffle to win a signed Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet. If you just tuned in, make sure you hit that like button. But with that said, let's talk some Detroit Lions.
Let's get it. Rookies are reported already.
Yes, sir.
Camp is already starting. Smells like football.
Smells like football?
Smells like football.
It
and I love me some football. I'm not, like, you've already, if you're just tuning in, we did a bunch of Lions segments already, obviously. Our first ever live stream, we broke down the Lions schedule when it came out. The day after it dropped, me and Eazy were sitting in Studio B, drinking some drink. We were getting litty. We were going over the Lions schedule. I have them at 7 wins, so I'm not a Ryan Armani or an Eazy who thinks that 10 wins is going to happen. I have them at 7. I think that is a good jump from last year. I think with their schedule that is easily obtainable. And yes, I'm smashing the over on that 6.5. But that being said, even with the 7 win count, it feels different. It feels different. It feels like you see it from the top. Sheila's doing different things. Sheila's hiring competent guys. And then you go to Brad Holmes, and Brad Holmes is doing Brad Holmes things. He is rocking drafts. Obviously, we know what he did with his first draft, getting the steal in Penei Sewell, getting a steal in Amon-Ra St. Brown, getting these guys who can come in there and perform at the NFL level, and then everybody fell in love with this draft. You get arguably the best defensive player in the draft, arguably the best offensive player in the draft, both in the first round. 2 studs that are going to come in and change this team. And then down another level from that, you got the man himself, MCDC Dan Campbell. Obviously, he still has a lot to prove of what he is going to be as a head coach on the field. 3 wins doesn't look great as your first year. I'll give him some slack, though. It was a tough season. He's coming into a new thing. He needs to establish his attitude, his culture for this Lions team. And that is the thing that impressed me the most. How he established his culture. How he established what he wants the Lions to be. Obviously, he is a great leader of men. He is a great motivator. He is a guy that teams, players, other people in the NFL recognize and want to play for and will play for. Even in a 3-win season, the team never gave up on him. These guys were fighting for him every day. Yeah, you might not like the double shot, the biting kneecaps, the crying in the interviews, but it exudes to his teammates. It exudes to his players. It exudes to these guys on the staff. That shows what he's all about. Shows he has their back if they have his. So he needs to prove it on the field in wins and losses before I can dub him, a good head coach in the NFL. But I expect to see a lot of improvement. I expect to see him leaning on Ben Johnson a lot more. And I'm excited. It feels different. It really does.
No, the atmosphere is definitely different. I mean, you spoke to Dan Campbell, like the double shot, but I like that. I think people keep saying that they're excited to see what Dan Campbell is like at practice and all that stuff like that, but he gives you who he is in these interviews, you know what I'm saying, in the press conferences. Like, that's who Dan Campbell is. And the same thing goes for Aaron Glenn. AG, they call him, the Detroit Lions defensive coordinator. And he was in an interview today with one Adam Schefter. I got to tell you, Spinny, like, I think the offense is what everyone is hoping for the upside. To be honest with you, the offense was so atrocious in the first half of last year that 100% is going to be an upgrade. I guarantee it.
It has to be.
Has to be.
From what we saw after Ben Johnson took over, it has to be. That was breath of fresh air. They were using exciting, different play calls that you see throughout the league. So a whole year of that, a whole year of him getting his plays, his system, his guys, obviously all the new weapons they brought in, a healthy offensive line, a year 2 Jared Goff. They should be a lot better.
100%. However, Aaron Glenn, I don't know if it's like, because like they're good at talking, right?
Yes.
That's why they're leaders. That's why they're men. But he's got me sold in this defense.
Really?
Yeah.
Sold.
A little bit.
What's sold? What?
Sold?
Top half? Top half defense?
Like of the league?
Yeah.
Oh man. Actually, you know what? Given this schedule,
yeah.
I mean, it feels crazy to
That's
say.
a big jump.
It's a really big jump. I think we're 27th, 28th last year.
Yes.
Top half of the league's a big jump. To be honest with you, Spinny, I'm not willing to say that.
Okay.
I do think it's a weak schedule. However, just being excited to watch the defense in terms of just actually like saying that we have something that we go to week with and compete. He's got me sold that he has a brand that I'm willing to buy, because one, you go to last year, you look at what he was working with on the field. What's the one thing we credited time and time, because the offense was so damn atrocious that first half of the season. Before Ben Johnson got his hands involved, it was ugly. So the one thing every week to week we were surprised by to see that was keeping us in a lot of these games, because mind you, I think we had 5 to 6 games decided by one score.
Yes, we did.
And a 3-win season. You know what I'm saying? That's we'll bump you up to 8 there.
For sure.
Take
very,
that, you know
very
what I'm saying?
quick.
Very quick. Was Aaron Glenn and Aubrey Pleasant the secondary?
Undrafted free agents.
Yes, the UDFAs they had in and out. A.J. Parker, Jerry Jacobs comes to mind, who he was banged up towards ACL last year. He's saying he's healing quicker than expected. However, he's starting the preseason on that PUP list.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, the defense. Charles Harris was a big surprise. Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And these are guys given opportunities because, like, mind you, the defense they were working with last year. Yes, they were ranked 27th. We had our number 1 edge rusher go down, who was Romeo Quar at the time. Obviously we had Trey Flowers dealing with injuries in and
Booty.
out. Yep.
Booty cheeks.
Who's the linebacker that we cut? The vet. I can't think of his name. Jamie Collins.
Yes.
Jamie Collins. Boo-boo.
Also booty cheeks.
Yeah. AA, Alex Anzalone. Although I like him as the vet, like the cerebral mind on the field, as an actual player.
I mean,
as an actual player, dude,
he's not anything special. He's a solid pro, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Lunch pail guy.
Lunch pail guy, 100%.
Yeah.
We had moments. I mean, looking back, I hate the Bears. All right, I'm not gonna say it, but F the Bears.
F the Bears.
F the Bears. You know what I'm saying?
The Bears.
But if you looking back at that game that they took over us, that final play in the red zone, we had all practice squad guys in the linebacking position.
Yeah.
But week to week, Aaron Glenn kept us in those games with that defense, and now, granted, they stay healthy. Aiden Hutchinson's on this defense now. Mm-hmm. Josh Pascal's on this defense now.
Say it.
Deshaun Elliott, that a lot of people are hype on this defense now. Mike Hughes on this defense now. Jeff Okudah, who, yes, we haven't seen the best of him, but we haven't seen a lot of him. We saw his rookie year, struggling guarding the number 1 receivers week to week, and a Matt Patricia defense that was atrocious.
Put him on an island.
But put him on an island, struggling. But don't forget, he was an athletic freak. We had Dose of Dion and Sergeant Banks in here last Friday, hyping us up about that because they're there.
Kool-Aid flowing.
Kool-Aid was flowing, dog. Kool-Aid was flowing. But Dion does break down film. Like, Dion's probably one of the best in the biz doing it right now in terms of that. And he said Jeff Okudah was hands down the number 1 corner coming out of that practice. I'm sorry, coming out of the offseason.
Out of the offseason last year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Before the injury.
Yes.
So Achilles is a tough injury to come back from, but I'm expecting him to be that same echelon of caliber and having another year, under Aaron Glenn. I'm just saying he's getting a lot more to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And he had some things to say too, man. He's bringing it back to old school football.
Yeah.
Sorry, I checked the time break. Make sure we not go to commercial right quick.
Yeah.
Got 2 more minutes. But I took some notes from the interview. One of the things he pointed out, that their philosophy, more so I think in the secondary, I don't know if this applies to everywhere, but they got the 3 Ds, he was calling it. And
Big old D.
Yeah, you got 3 big old Ds.
3 big old Ds to put on you.
Yeah, 3 Ds to put on offenses. But that was disrupt, deny, and defend. Disrupt meaning a lot of the old school techniques. You know,
Yes.
within that first 5 yards, you're allowed to get a little dirty with those wide receivers.
Punch him in the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
yes,
though.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Because he said in today's rule set of the NFL, that's like your benefit is fear. You know what I'm saying? That's the one strength you have going into that battle is fear.
Yeah.
And that's something that carries on your tape week to week. You know what I'm saying?
Fear is a powerful thing.
Fear is a powerful
Yeah.
thing. Your guy's Batman. You know, one of the guys whooped up on him was Scarecrow. His name?
Yeah.
That's his tool is
Scares
fear.
him, yeah.
That's Batman's tool is fear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Did you get to listen to that clip at all? Or?
Yeah, I did, and I liked what I heard. Like you said, he's got the 3 Ds, the 3 big Detroit Ds that he's going to be putting on other teams, and I like it because what we've heard before that, before he came out and broke out, you know, we want these cornerbacks to be fighting in those 5 yards of yours. You know, they're as much yours as they are theirs, so you can go after them and fight. And we already know what he said about the defense, the new defensive scheme, and how they're not going to be read and react no more. They're not going to be sitting there waiting for something to happen. They're going to be attack, attack, attack. Go after the quarterback, rip his head off. That's what you bring in guys like Aiden Hutchinson, like Josh Pascal, like Deshaun Elliott, who is a big hitter, like a Malcolm Rodriguez, who is a guy that we expect to start at some point in the season, and a guy that goes after the football and makes plays. So this is just an addition to that. It makes me a lot happier when I hear it from the man himself, hear it from the guy, Aaron Glenn, who is another, that trickle-down effect I was talking about. The Dan Campbell trickle-down to Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. We spoke about it much earlier on a different episode where we were talking about them saying, no, I'm going to be the best coordinator in Detroit Lions history. He said, all right, well, I'm going to be the best coordinator in Detroit Lions history. So you see things like that, and it makes me want to keep talking, but we got to pay the bills. And so we will continue this conversation about Aaron Glenn's changes to this defense after I tell you about Lady Jane's. Because as you know, we broadcast this show live from the headquarters of Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Birmingham. It's definitely awesome. When I get off the show, you know, I want to trim up these dead ends, maybe get my stuff looking a little better. I can sit down in one of those chairs, and I know my girl Megan or my girl Alyssa will take care of me. So I highly recommend you get to a Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men near you and let them treat you like a king as well. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. You can walk in anytime, relax, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. So get into Lady Jane's, like I said, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Trader.
OddsTrader.com is the #1 site for your game day bets.
We the best.
Play-by-play updates, live scores, and the best price on every game
We
from
the
multiple
best.
sportsbooks. Guys, if you're gambling, you're playing with your money.
Another
You're playing
one.
with your money, you want to be informed as smart as possible.
Another
OddsTrader
one.
allows you to choose what sportsbook has the best odds. Make sure
God
you check them out
did.
today. Go to OddsTrader.com right now for your best bet.
God did.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin.
What up, though?
We got Young Sauce in the building. Real quick, We opened up a poll earlier in the show.
Yeah.
Young Sus has been asking to close it out, and I keep telling him, no, we got to close it out on the show. We got to close it on the show. Penei Sewell versus Aiden Hutchinson in a fight.
It's a landslide.
Who you got?
It's a landslide. No, I picked Penei Sewell.
Okay.
But I'm saying the poll is a landslide.
I didn't get to see the poll. What's
It is
the poll?
79% Penei Sewell.
79% Penei Sewell?
To 21% Aiden Hutchinson. So, I mean,
makes a little bit of sense.
Offensive lineman,
Makes a little bit of sense.
It's like, hey,
Try to fit my boxing.
push that man over. But yeah, he's a little older. He's already been through the trenches of the NFL, so he knows what he's doing. I feel that. I feel Penei Sewell as well.
Yeah, to be honest too, like listening to Aiden speak, he sounds like a nice guy.
He's a very nice guy.
Sounds like a nice guy. I can't say that. I was gonna say what he said on draft night, but we had a couple mulligans that night. But no, Aiden sounds like a nice guy. I don't know. His dad was a former NFL player. Probably comes from an affluential family. And Penei Sewell, he's got that dog.
He's got that dog.
You saw him literally
He's
go
an island boy.
Exactly. And I don't know the arm length stuff like that, but I have to agree. I'm sorry, Aiden. Hopefully we can still get you on the show, but I gotta go with my guy Penei Sewell. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and close that poll out. But before we left, we were talking about the Detroit Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn was on the. Moving to my right. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna get this anyway.
There you go. Perfect.
Aaron Glenn was interviewed with Adam Schefter, and Adam Schefter asked him like what to expect of the Detroit Lions defense this year. And just honestly, there's a lot of conversations of him even becoming a head coach himself. Obviously, the Denver Broncos were extremely high on him.
So were the Saints.
And speaking of the Saints, also coming in from the coaching tree of Sean Payton, who's a great coach.
Yes.
And damn it, I forgot the other name. Help me out. New York Giants.
Tom Coughlin.
Tom Coughlin. No. I'll remember it later. Doesn't matter. Either way, comes from a great head coaching tree. I can't think of it.
Bill Parcells?
Yes, Bill Parcells. Thank you. But the things that Aaron Glenn says, you spoke on it too, like a trickle-down effect.
Yeah.
I wrote some quotes down here, and he's just talking about like just a one-on-one matchup in football is dominating your other opponent. Using every ability that you have from play to play to beat the other guy.
Yeah.
But just like hearing him like just preach that, like that's what Dan Campbell's saying. Obviously,
For sure.
You've heard in his press conferences, he's talking about biting kneecaps. Literally every single last-stitch effort on every single play, and cultivating that into a group effort as a team. It's the toughness, man, of this team. You hear it, and I just think of, obviously, Penei Sewell's got that in him already. We spoke on the dog, but another high competitor that I'm excited to see that I wasn't that high on heading into the season, even during draft time, was Aiden Hutchinson.
Yes.
One thing you can't deny about him, he is a hard worker. That kid works his ass off. You hear the high motor thing every time you see a lighter skinned guy on the TV, but he's the truth about it.
He's got a high motor. He's a team player. He makes good decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a white boy.
Essentially.
That's what they say.
Essentially, but Aiden Hutchinson, all those characteristics stay true, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he is a hard worker.
It's true.
That motor is always going. He was the best run defender. I remember it was the Defend the Den, what do they call them? The Detroit Lions they post on YouTube. It's kind of like their Hard Knocks, almost behind the scenes situation. But it was Aiden Hutchinson's interview with the Detroit Lions, and he just said, "I like to knock the shit out of people."
Yeah, it's exciting. Like you said, he lives up to that hype. He is the heart. He is obviously he has the God-given talent. He has the ability. We've seen it. We saw what he did last year. We saw this man was a Heisman finalist. We saw what he did against high competition, like in the Ohio State game, in the Iowa game. This guy dominated. Yeah, the Georgia game, they kind of took him out of the game, though. They were running the ball away from him. They were making sure that he couldn't be the deciding factor of that game. But going back to what Aaron Glenn was talking about with disrupting guys at the line of scrimmage, it ties in to that attack mindset, which is what I'm so excited about. Because you get guys like Aleem McNeil, like Levi Ozarike, like Josh Pascal to just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. That is what Aleem McNeil and Levi Ozarike did well. That is what the Lions drafted them to do. So to be able to go after the quarterback, create pressure from the middle of the pocket rather than the outside, and then you've got guys like Charles Harris, like Aiden Hutchinson, like Romeo Okwara, like Julian Okwara coming off the edge, cleaning up those pockets, and you have the cornerbacks pressing. You have the cornerbacks fighting for those first 5 yards. It's going to be hard for a quarterback to sit back there comfortably and make his reads like he did against this defense last year. We saw it a lot last year. Quarterback sitting flat-footed in the pocket, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, going through all of his reads and making the correct throw. Now, when you've got these two big men in Ali McNeil and Levi Ozarike bullying offensive linemen coming up the gut, you've got Aiden Hutchinson, Charles Harris screaming off the edge, coming for your head. You have big guys like Amani Omowarie, Mike Hughes, Jeff Okuda.
And this guy coming.
They're all coming. You've got them attacking the wide receivers at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be hard for opposing quarterbacks to keep their feet set and make quick decisions, which they're going to have to do if you got the heavyweights on that defensive line coming after you. So, like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up too much.
Yeah.
Because I do understand what this team was last year. I understand what they're bringing back and how they still have a lot to prove.
Well, I'm saying.
I'm excited though. You're hearing all the right things. We've got pieces in place that gave Aaron Glenn pieces to rip quarterback heads off.
That's
so
what
I'm excited for that.
Like you understand what this team was. You know they were in close games they weren't supposed to be in. And I gave you those 5 to 6 games that they were decided by one score. They ended up, on the bad end of that, taking losses. But like you have the game with the Rams as well. That ended up being more than one score. But up into the fourth quarter, Aaron Donald did what Aaron Donald does. One of the best the best defensive linemen, questionably all time.
He's the best football player I've ever seen.
Yeah, like he was a big effect on that one. But nonetheless, like. Bro, he's got a lot to work with. And the reason why I'm hyped about Aiden Hutchinson specifically, and again, I'm not a guy that was high on him before. Like, this is like post-Aaron Glenn interview. Everything they speak on to this defense sounds like it's tailored for a guy like Aiden Hutchinson to excel in.
He's a Dan Campbell guy. He is a guy, obviously, like I said, they brought him in here to rip the quarterback's head off. And they are letting the reins loose. It is not going to be our highest sack total is 7.5 out of Charles Harris. That's not going to be it next year. These guys are going to be going after it. These guys are going to be having fun in that backfield. So I'm excited to see Hutch. I'm excited for him to go out there, be who he is, do what he does best, and sack quarterbacks. And that's, like we said, he was a Dan Campbell guy. Even before the draft, when we talked about Aiden Hutchinson, I said he is a Dan Campbell guy. He is a guy that you see the stereotypes, the motor, the aggression, the things like that. But it's true. It's that guy goes out. He's going to go out there every day. He's going to want to be the best player on the field. He's going to want to prove he is the best player on that defense. And I think he's going to have a big season. I have him at 9.5 sacks. I know you gave me a little slack for that, but I think he can do it, especially with this new defense, especially with the amount of run he's going to get, with the amount of people that we have to rotate in. So it's not going to be him at every play. But during those passing yards, passing downs, you better believe he's going to be in there. He's going to be causing havoc in the backfield.
I think another reason why, too, there's more belief in this regime is you look at just the history of Detroit sports. The teams that win, championship teams, have always had that grit, that and nasty at them. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Pull it out and show it to me.
Oh, hey, yo. Hey, but honestly, though, even like, you look back to like when we were
this guy coming. So everyone is coming.
If you look back to like
shout out Maz,
the Dominican Sue and like the Restore the War regime, you say with Jim Schwartz, like
stomping Aaron Rodgers, body slamming Jay Cutler.
That team was nasty,
man. Bro. That's what you got to be in football. You can't be nice and win football games.
Exactly, and that's the stuff that he was speaking on in this interview. That's the stuff that Dan Campbell preached. That's the stuff that we all see, and that's why I know we're not being slappies and being hopeful about the season. You add all that. You pour it into a pot. You sprinkle Aiden Hutchinson in there. You sprinkle Josh Pascal in there. You sprinkle everything else. All the guys are finally coming back healthy. Hopefully, to stay healthy. Jeff Okuda, another thing too. You stir it up a little bit.
You take some Biggie and Pac and you mix it up in a pot.
Yeah, real talk though. And then you get the schedule too. I'm just saying, like, there's a reason to be hyped about the Detroit Lions team.
There is. And I'm hype. I'm very, like I said earlier, I got him at 7 wins. I could easily see that be 8. I could easily see it be 6. That's how the NFL works. You win games you're not supposed to. You lose games you're not supposed to. It's hard, even no matter how easy your schedule is, which we have the 5th easiest schedule in the NFL behind the NFC East. It's literally us and then the NFC East because they play each other twice and they're all ass. But there are things you see last year. Like you said, all of those close games, we played the Ravens tough, even though they were decimated by injury. We played the Rams tough. We played other teams tough at the end of the year. We dominated the Cardinals, who, it's You know, they looked like a shell of their former selves, but still, that's a playoff team that you went out there and abused. So I'm optimistic, but I'm scared to get hurt again, man. You know, I'm scared to put myself out there and get hurt again. But it feels different. I'll be the first to admit, when they brought in Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia, those who shall not be named, I was excited about it. I was like, okay, these guys, a lot of people were.
I mean,
you can say you weren't and whatever.
Well, let's be honest. So I don't think a lot of people were simply because of the fact they're stepping away from Jim Caldwell, who gave us the first consistent winning. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now they didn't go out and win a playoff game, anything like that. But nonetheless, we have never seen consistent winning seasons or just strung along in that way. I mean, the worst season I think we had with them was with the 7
wins.
Yeah, 7 wins. You know what I'm saying? I know you were. But I don't know a lot of people that hype
I saw it. I liked it. I was like, all right, these guys come from winning. Obviously, we know what Matt Patricia did. And it never works out to take a Bill Belichick coordinator, you know, i.e. Bill O'Brien, i.e. other guys like that, where it just doesn't work out. So I was a little wary, but I was like, okay. I liked the first draft that Bob Quinn had. Some of it, obviously, there were some picks in there that was trying to be the smartest guy in the room. But we saw how that boiled down and turned into complete dog crap at the end of the regime. And I don't think that's what's going to happen. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen with these guys, but we do need to temper our expectations a little bit.
What do you mean? What's expectations? Tempering them a little bit.
10 wins. You might need to pump the brakes on the 10 wins. And obviously, you know, we're not going to talk about Sergeant Michael Banks talking about 14 wins in the Super Bowl.
Michael Banks was wild.
That man mainlines Kool-Aid, but you need stuff like that. You need to believe, but I think we need to temper. We were a 3-win football team last year.
Yeah.
We got better, but on the backs of rookies that we don't know exactly how they're going to pan out. Injuries happen. Things happen.
Super competitive 3-win football team on the backs of UDFAs and rookies. So
yeah.
I'm just saying.
You can be as competitive as you want. You still won 3 games.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
I think context matters in the situation, though. You know what I'm saying? You could 10 wins sounds crazy as people who have PTSD like us.
Yeah.
We've seen it time and time again.
I don't want to get hurt again.
Yeah. But every actual observation of Dan Campbell, the defense, the schedule, the players who added to it. I'm just saying, I'm not calling anybody. It's crazy for saying 10 wins.
I completely understand where it's coming from because, like I said, it feels different. You see the draft picks. You're hyped for the draft picks. The coaching staff feels different. The schedule is very easy, so I can see where it comes from. But man,
I'm hyped. And you ain't gonna pump my brakes, baby. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because I'm going up that Citron,
baby.
The summer of Citron is here, man. And now Citron is available at Kroger. Make sure you guys pick some up because right now you can get 2 cans of Citron for $4.
$4?
Yes, man. Let that 10-win train keep rolling. Drink a Citron, keep going, man. Citron, the new energy drink, is for the active lifestyle. Drink it, live it with Citron. So Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back. And don't forget, guys, we're giving away an Amon-Ra, a signed Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet. Check out the rules, details in the chat.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of all.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Monroe Street Midway, presented by Bedrock Detroit and Rocket Mortgage. You saw the bottom line down there on Friday. You saw Ryan Armani cashing the deep J. You saw Braylon winning that three-point contest and stealing the money from the children. They're not getting that. That's Braylon's money. But there's a whole lot to do because Bedrock and Rocket Mortgage basically turned an old parking lot into a massive outdoor playground right next to Campus Marshes. There is roller skating, basketball courts, a mini golf course, food trucks, live music, art performances, and art installations. It is such a fun place to visit, whether you're on a date with your shawty, you're with the family,
shawty and little baddie,
or you're just hanging out before a Tigers game. And they even got Wi-Fi so you can take your computer down there and get some work done in the heart of the city. You only have to pay for roller skating and food, but everything else is free, so make sure you go down to Campus Marshes in Detroit and check out the Monroe Street Midway presented by Bedrock Detroit and Rocket Mortgage.
What up, though? And welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy, Eazy.
What up, though?
I was going to do like a way higher pitch. What up, though? Sorry if you guys have headphones in. I apologize to anyone who had headphones in. I'm your boy, Eazy. Join man, spin my racks.
What up, though?
Kung Fu Spinny. We got Young Sus in the building, working the 1s and 2s in TD booth and doing audio today. Shots out.
Doing a good job, too. You're doing a good job, Chris.
Yes, you are, man, because Cheese Dip's gone.
Yeah,
Cheese Dip's training the mountain for that fight.
That man's training for the fight.
He's training for the
fight. He's in East Lansing training with Joaquin Buckley.
Dude, he might be. He might. Sus, go put the camera. Are you a little nervous? He might be out there training with the real fighters, the UFC guys.
Listen, man, I don't talk, I walk.
Okay,
that's pushing carts and breaking hearts. That's the man's motto. So
hey, that's right. Honestly, Adam Schefter asked Aaron Glenn that sell me this defense. He's like, it don't matter. We're chopping.
We're chopping.
We're chopping.
Let's keep chopping,
don't
baby.
Matter what I say these microphones. Just know we chopping.
Tuck coming.
Well, AG coming.
AG coming. Lines coming.
MCD.
Here coming. Everybody's coming.
Coming. This guy coming. So everyone is coming.
Shout out, Maz.
Shout out. All right, guys. We are the Goofballs of Woodward Sports. We're the Woodward Heavyweights. But we do want to be informal from time to time. Pup lists. NFI list just came out, non-football injury.
Little pup league just came out.
We had a couple guys on there. Jerry Jacobs, obviously on there from tearing his ACL the previous season, starting the season in the pup list. Romeo Quar from his Achilles, starting the season in the pup list. Josh Pascal starting the season in the pup list. He has a core injury dating back to his college days, but the reason why it qualifies him for the pup list is he reactivated it during OTAs.
Yeah.
It was just a rookie training camp, or rookie camp.
And this is a 4-week minimum, right?
So when you're designated to the pup list, that's preseason, and then you could be taken off. You can transition back and forth from it between now and the start of the season.
Okay.
If you enter the season on the pup list and the NFI list, which is the non-football injury list, you must sit out for 4 games.
Okay.
Yes. So, but right now, as of now, they all have possibilities of coming back, including Jamison Williams, who's in the non-football injury list. The reason why he's in the non-football injury list rather than the pup list is because his non-football injury happened in college, and he didn't run any drills with Detroit. Another person on that list was Nate Patrick, I think his name is, a linebacker.
Yeah.
So we don't talk about him. We're more concerned with Jamison Williams, who, by the way, I think we have a graphic for this one, a photo, if you will, who was actually out this morning ahead of everybody else at 8 a.m. on the practice field.
Look at that. First one there.
First one there, looking ahead of schedule.
It is from Chris Burke. It says Jamison Williams getting out early. Some early work today. Lions practice field looks like all set for camp because, as we said, rookies started to report to camp. And look who's first there. Big J-Mo, the man himself, the guy Brad Holmes invested a lot in to go up and grab. And a guy that is overwhelmingly thought of as the best receiver in that draft. People said, he's
highest ranked one in Madden.
If he wasn't injured, he would have been the first receiver off the board. He is the highest rookie receiver rated in Madden. So I'm excited for it. To see him on this list, does it cause concern? Not really. You were expecting it.
Yeah.
You were expecting to see him there. Obviously, we don't think he's going to play for the first couple weeks of the season. I don't mind that. I want to see the guy 125% healthy. I want to see him out there when 4 doctors, Brad Holmes, Grandma, Sheila, everybody checks out that knee and says, all right, you're good to go. Then put him out on the field. I want to see him back when he's ready. Don't rush him out there. He gets hurt again. That is worst case scenario. So
I think that,
take your time, J-Mo.
I think that pick is pretty promising, though.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like the first one out there getting the reps in, because it's not that he's still somewhat on a rehab assignment. He's like gaining back his balance and stuff like that. But he's working out. You've seen the drills. We saw the videos.
Yeah.
The first one on the field today this morning too. J-Mo's gonna be back sooner than expected. I'm not going to say I'd be surprised if he started the season in the PUP or NFI, but I think he'll be back sooner than that.
Who concerns you the most out of those waivers? We saw, like you said,
Yes.
Jerry Jacobs.
There is
They've
one.
got Jamo Williams. They've got Josh Pascal. And Romeo Okwara ended up on one of those lists. So who out of those 4 guys would you say is the most concerning to see on those lists at the start of camp?
There's kind of 2. But one I dismissed a little bit is Romeo Okwara. I was concerned about that last season.
Yeah.
Achilles injury. I don't know how that affects an edge rusher.
It's a lot.
We saw a plummeted stock of Ojabo here in the draft recently, who actually fell in a perfect situation with the Ravens. But nonetheless, Josh Pascal. It's not that it concerns me to like, he might not be what he's supposed to be, or you may not see him like, I don't know. Does it concern me from like a one-on-one standpoint? Where it concerns me a bit is tracing it back to Brad Holmes, the situation we had last year with Levi Onwuzurike, who's also a guy we drafted with a known injury from college that it kind of started his growth or in development throughout the league. Now you saw him show up a little bit towards the end of the year.
Yes.
And obviously that happens. You get healthier and then you learn the game as well.
And you got the the rested legs. You haven't been going through the rigors of the whole season, so you go out there and you're ready to go. And I can see why that. Like you said, this is another guy. 3 of Brad Holmes' top picks have been previously injured.
Yeah.
With Jamo, with Onwuzurike, and with Josh Pascal.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's only 2 drafts. However, it still sets a trend at that point.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? And I hope Josh Pascal more than anyone. Well, obviously I can't say that because he cashed in a hell of a draft this year. I think we all say that. Now we have to wait to see him on the field, obviously, but perspective in hopes of what they're going to be looks pretty damn promising. But that's what concerns me is like not so much Josh Pascal. It's more so the trend of Brad Holmes taking these guys, and hopefully Pascal, we see him on the field this year, and hopefully Onwuzurike proves me wrong with that too. But that's where I get a little bit concerned. I'm not questioning Brad Holmes or bashing, but if there's one knock I'd say to this point, and not even a knock, question. One thing that I can question is just that trend that's just been set now with Josh Pascal.
Yeah, for me, I like I'm not too worried about it because they're at positions of serious depth. Like that edge rusher position. We have a lot of guys that we can put out there in rotation until Pascal is back and healthy.
Well, he's going to be playing more
if
interior.
he plays inside. Same if he plays inside. We've got guys in there. They just picked up a guy from the Steelers. I forget his name.
Is he a crazy name?
Yeah, it's
a weird name.
Chubb or Dodd or something like that.
Yeah.
Dodds or I don't know. They just picked him up. They've got Aleem McNeil who's Levi and Aleem McNeil. They're like the same guy. Like literally, you can put them out there simultaneous. They'll be great production, great attack, and they'll both be gap fillers. So the one that concerned me was Romeo Okwara.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie because 2 years ago, 10-sack guy, leader on our team. We paid him the bag. We gave that guy the deal. He's supposed to come in here and be that guy that leads this defense, that spearheads this defense. So I would have liked to see him off of that tag to be healthy to start training camp. Obviously, I'm not freaking out over it. It happens. He'll probably be off of it before the season starts, so I'm not too worried about it. But like you said, the Achilles, that's a tough injury for a position like the defensive end who needs the explosion. They need that get off. That's the whole thing. Getting off the line of scrimmage, beating that tackle, going to the quarterback. So that might have something to affect him. We saw, different sport, what it did to Klay Thompson. He wasn't the same defender because he didn't have that lateral quickness.
It retired
that
Kobe.
Explosion. It retired Kobe. This is a deadly injury in some cases. So I really want to see Romeo. I like Romeo Okwara a lot. I like what he did for us when he was healthy. I'd love to see him back at 100% and being the guy that I know and Lions fans know he can be on that defensive line because we've seen it before. But again, I'm not freaking out about it. He's coming off a serious injury. This is just training camp. Need a little woosah, Captain Woosah. We need to take a little bit of a step back because these are the guys that we expected to see there.
A good question by Brian Callister in the chat. Who do you think would be the best Lions player this year on each side of the ball? I'll tell you what, Brian, I'm gonna save that for a show topic tomorrow. I like that question. I'm gonna write that one down. But I wanna turn up to a bit of an upside. We've talked about the negatives, these guys injured and what we expected them to come back. There's a guy missing off this list that was also hurt last year.
Yeah.
And missed off last season. Jeffrey Okudah.
Jeffrey Okudah.
Jeffrey Okudah.
Yes, Jeffrey Baguettes.
We've been seeing.
I don't even know. He's probably not even French.
He's definitely not French. He's like.
He could be French. I guess say that.
I want to say Nigerian. He's something because his name, his mom, whatever. But
yeah.
Nonetheless, not on the PUP list. Not on the non-football injury list.
Good to go.
A third overall pick.
That's another that's like bringing in 3 first-round picks this year, basically.
You know what I'm saying?
2 of them on the defense.
And don't forget, like I said this a little bit earlier in the show. I teased a little bit, but like you saw what Aaron Glenn and Aubrey Pleasant were able to do with guys like Jerry Jacobs, who undrafted free agent, AJ Parker, Ife Melifonwu had some moments last year too. Also dealing with an injury, not on the list as well though. He's coming back, but. He has to be able to do something with the guy who's the number 3 overall pick. Jeff Okudah's a freak. We saw him coming back from this thing a couple weeks ago. I think he had like what was his vert that he had? I know people were freaking out about it on social media.
He had
weighted vest.
He had weighted vests. I don't know how much weight exactly.
Inches,
26, I believe.
Oh wow.
It was a 26-inch vertical, and he had a lot of weight on him.
Be excited, bro. Don't forget too, like the same guys.
Be excited. Be excited. Be excited. Jeffrey Okudah.
Canceled. Last show ever.
Get this dumb shit off our airways, boy. No, yeah. I'm with you.
He was the number 1 guy.
He was the number
year.
1 guy. He was the number 1 guy for a reason.
And that assessment was made by Pleasant and AG. I apologize. I'm just hyped, bro.
No, I feel you, bro. Don't you apologize too much, man.
Sorry, dude.
Stick this shit. You gotta just fucking get that take out. There was the first F-bomb of the day. But it's so. I'm excited for it too, because like you said, he was obviously, drafted where he was for a reason. He was obviously the number 1 guy coming out of camp last year for a reason. He hasn't had the full season of Aaron Glenn and Aubrey Pleasant, like you said, who we saw work wonders with Ife Melifonwu, with Jerry Jacobs, with these guys that weren't the number 3 draft pick in the NFL, who Jeff Okudah might not have been that high on everyone's board when he was drafted. He was the number 1 corner in that draft, no doubt. So I'm excited for him to come back. I have high hopes for him this year. I think, again, with the change of the defense, we're going to get a lot more production out of that pass rush. So it will only help the corners and the secondary to a different extent. When you got a guy who's ripping a quarterback's head off, it's hard to get the pass off. So I'm excited for him. I think he's going to do well. I think he'll lead the team in interceptions if he plays a full season.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, we see all the drills. It's easy to get hype when you see him running in the fields, making different plays, out there by himself, not attached to a guy. But we need to see it on the field against these, like this. You got some receivers in this division. As bad as it is, you still got Justin Jefferson. You still got Adam Thielen. You still got Darnell Mooney. You still got nobody on the Packers. He's going to be going up against some good guys, some talented receivers. So I'm excited to see him out there. I'm excited to see him show the city of Detroit why he was drafted
100%.
Number 3 overall.
And I feel like, too, I know Hard Knocks is coming here, and I feel like that's a storyline that's going to pick up. Yeah.
Hard Knocks.
I feel like it's... You're so corny today, bro.
Come on, man. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was good. But I feel like, God damn, you Spence. Captain Cornball!
Captain Hindsight.
Nonetheless, though, that's a storyline that's going to pick up here because there's been a lot of negativity floated alongside Jeff Okudah's name. And given, this isn't like a Kool-Aid take, man, because if you guys, purely observation on what this kid's career was, one, drafted out of the quarantine draft, which you guys didn't get a lot of tape, didn't get a real off season. And this stuff, I'm tired of preaching, but it's true.
What sickness would you like to pick in the first round? This is the quarantine draft. I'll take melanoma in the first round.
Well, Mel, I'll tell you, I really like the swine flu in this one. Great potential, high upside, high motor. I don't know, guys. I'll take that road dog. Anyway, no, just like pure observation though of truths. Yeah. Drafted out of a crappy offseason, dealt with an injury coming in, forced to guard the number 1 guy in his rookie year. I spoke with Darius Slay. You guys know how much of a dog he is.
Yes.
He was a dog here. He was a dog with the Eagles last year. Darius Slay is one of the best corners in the NFL right now. He says transitioning as a quarterback to the NFL, one of the hardest positions to do.
For sure.
There's no white stripe to track the ball when it's in the air. Obviously, you're guarding top-tier NFL caliber wide receivers.
Some of the best athletes in the world.
100%. Coming into that, banged up in your rookie year. Off not having a true offseason.
In a Quintricia defense.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the third part of it. Now, heading into week 1 of last year, we saw him get burnt preseason and against the 49ers. Against Debo, though, and it didn't look pretty.
It did not.
It did not look
He got
pretty.
lost.
Yeah.
He was John Travolta out there looking around trying to find what's going on, but it was tough. But like you said, he hasn't been in the scheme or the system to really bring out the best out of him yet.
100%.
And so I'm excited. This is it. This is prove it to show us. Jeff Okudah, you have to show us. And I do think he will go out there and show us. I think he's going to go out there and perform. And again, he's going to have
show us.
He's going to have the benefit of playing opposite Amani Omowarie, who last year showed us. I honestly wasn't even going to say it, but it just came out. That's what she said. But Amani Omowarie proved he can be a top-flight corner in this league, proved he can be a guy that goes out there and plays against these tough receivers. So having him opposite Jeff Okudah in the Aubrey Pleasant, Aaron Glenn defense with an improved pass rush, he has the makings to really be a guardian for this team. Really be somebody who can lock down that
Position
field.
game A+.
And if you need a guardian, there is only one place to go, and you know it's Guardian Alarm, because Guardian Alarm keeps you safe and gives you peace of mind. Whether you're at home or on the road, their 24/7 local monitoring makes sure what's important to you stays safe. So call 1-800
Stay out.
Call 1-800
Stay out.
One more time for everybody getting their haircut, Lady James right now. Jesse's sitting over there in the corporate studio.
You wanna hear this?
You call 1-800
Stay out.
right now and let them know the Woodward Heavyweights sent you. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Kroger's, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
What up, though, everybody? It is your boy Spencer for Big Frog in Novi. And as you know, you don't got much time left because you can get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt at Big Frog Novi. That's right, a free Woodward Sports t-shirt until the end of the month at Big Frog Novi. I don't even have a Woodward Sports t-shirt. Only t-shirt I got is with Adam's face on it and a bunch of cocaine all over the place. I can't wear that out in public. But all you got to do to get one is just stop in and tell them Woodward Sports sent you, and they will print you out one on the spot. So go to Big Frog Novi today and get your free t-shirt, or visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy, Eazy, joined my man, Kung Fu Spinny.
What up, though?
Spin Rex. We got Young Sus in the TD booth,
Yo.
running the ones and twos.
Yo.
Shouts out to him. And you guys watching,
Appreciate
I want to let you know, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, if you like Amon St. Brown, you can win an autographed signed helmet by him, courtesy of Pro Sports Zone. Shout out to John Yu and the boys.
Shout out to John Yu, Tammy
Screenshot
Chin,
yes.
and Pro Sports Zone.
Big facts. Screenshot this stream that you're watching right now. You better make sure you hit the like. I better see that like button hit, and I better see a subscribe on there. But screenshot this stream, tag it on post it on social media. Make sure you give us, post a link to the stream. You know what I'm saying? Help the boys out.
Yeah.
It's the first week, the inaugural, and tag Pro Sports Zone, because again, shout out to them and either Spitty and I or the Heavyweights page.
You must be following Eazy, myself, and Pro Sports Zone to be entered. So make sure you do that.
Big facts.
You know you want that Amon-Ra helmet, Lions helmet, Amon-Ra signature.
Yeah.
It'll go perfect on the mantle. It'll go perfect in the man cave. You can put it on. You can put it on and get yourself some good juju flowing when the Lions are playing. So come on now. What are you doing? What are you doing, man?
Someone just like,
what are you doing here?
Wearing the helmet, watching the Lions win. I'm down with it. I think you guys should do that. Make sure you screenshot the screen.
You could take it to training camp and get some more signatures on it. You already got Amon-Ra's.
Big facts. Helmets are expensive too. How much by themselves are?
It's not a mini helmet either. It's an actual helmet, Lions helmet with the decals and everything, and the little Amon-Ra scribble on that boy. So shout out Pro Sports Zone, John Yu and Tammy Chin for hooking us up so we can hook you up.
Yes, sir. Moving back into the show topic, Spinny. You and I practiced this show all week last week.
Yo.
And in that practice, we made our own power rankings for the Detroit Lions roster.
We did indeed.
And the same week, Madden was coming out with their ratings, along with NFL.
They did indeed.
And I like to think of their ratings as like a way of power ranking themselves. Everyone does it. PFF, Sports Illustrated, everyone makes these rankings.
Yeah.
I wanted to participate last week. However, I want to see how ours add up to the Sun God himself. Shout out to Ryan Lentz in the chat. Make sure you hit the button. Why do you not want a helmet named by a guy nicknamed the Sun God? I don't know why.
Sun God.
You'd want that.
Legendary.
100%. Anyway, top 10 list. Here's the top 10 Detroit Lions on Madden's roster this year. And I kind of want to compare them to what you and I were thinking heading into the season as well.
Okay.
So
who they got? They got TJ up top.
My boy. I told you, man.
Boy, Big Hawk.
I'm not saying this is making it correct, but I'm just saying.
It's like I'm not paying no mind to this.
Because would you have like 6 or 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think now one thing I will say though, TJ Hawkinson being the highest rated Detroit Lion, I'm not mad at it. However, like Frankie got to be under.
I don't think this.
The
Madden ratings don't equate to power rankings for me, because I was doing more off like what they mean to the team, what they what a little bit positional value, but more of what they mean to the team. And
always excuses.
I mean, TJ Hawkinson means a lot to the team, but
I'm playing.
We didn't have him for a while. We're still straight.
Pound for pound, though, I'm just saying, like TJ Hawk got to be up there. I'm not mad that when Frank Ragnow, I had number 1 for me. That was my 1 and 2, just reverse.
Yeah.
I had Frank Ragnow 1, TJ Hawkinson 2. Obviously, man, thinks otherwise. Number 3, DeAndre Swift. The same on my list as well, actually. Oh no, did I write down Madden's or did I write down mine?
You probably
mine
wrote down Madden's.
Close. 4, 5. Yeah, I did write down. No, I wrote down mine. I apologize. I'm comparing my list to Madden's top 10 players in Detroit Lions. Penei Sewell, number 4. That's a guy that you had, what, 2 or 1?
I had him 2.
You had number 2?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a dog. Hey, we're going to have him on the show, too. Best believe. Penei Sewell's down to join the heavyweights. I said so himself last Saturday. Taylor Decker, 5. I'm with that. They're both 80s. I like that, by the way.
All three, Swift, Sewell, and Decker are 80.
Yeah. Jack Fox. I mean, he would have been in the top 10 if we were like playing like special team rules.
Yeah, he's one of the best. I mean, he's a very important player. He's one of the best punters in the league. So
yeah. Amon-Ra St. Brown 7. Don't forget, you guys went autograph signed helmet by him.
Yep.
Make sure you screenshot the chat, tag it on social media. Us in Pro Sports Zone. DJ Chark 8. Deshaun Elliott 9. What was your takeaway actually on that one? Go ahead, go to Spinny real quick, Chris. I want.
It's so you already know. I think the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen was Amani Omowarie being a 77.
Mm-hmm.
That was terribly disrespectful.
I asked him about that, by the way.
In my eyes. What did he say?
He said he don't care.
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't, because that doesn't reflect the type of player he is or the impact that he had on this team last year, where he was the best defensive player on this team last year. He was. Yeah. So, I mean, Deshaun Elliott, he was injured last year. When healthy, he was a good player. He's a heavy hitter. He's a guy who can cover tight ends well. So, I understand. A lot of Madden ranking has to do with your physicals, your speed, your strength, your quickness, stuff like that plays a lot of an effect to it. So he's a bigger guy, he's a fast guy, he is very, I can't think of the word, but he can be used in a lot of different ways. So I'm not surprised to see him at 78. I think the Lions honestly got hosed in the Madden rankings. Like, Jonah Jackson was a Pro Bowler last year, then him at 74.
At 74 overall?
74 overall. And he was a Pro
an
Bowler.
alternate, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's still in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, 74 for a Pro Bowler is wild.
Wild.
That actually is pretty crazy. That makes no sense. Like you're amongst the best. And you're doing crack 75.
Exactly.
Bro. I did not know he was 74.
Amani Omowarie, 3rd in interceptions, 3rd in quarterback rating allowed in the entire NFL.
Yeah.
And he's a 77.
Yeah.
So I don't put too much stock in the Madden rankings. I think this year was probably the worst I've seen in a while.
Madden's rankings. Yeah. I think the thing that set it in stone for me that Madden like effed up this year. Dak, and this has nothing to do with Detroit Lions, but Dak Prescott being the 5th best quarterback in the game.
Yeah.
Wild.
And
wild take, bro.
Shout out Ricky Booby in the chat. He said, complete disrespect. He should be an 81 at least, 100%. Somebody else I saw. Breeze said Amani Omowarie should be an 81 overall. I definitely agree. He should at least be an 81 overall. The guy, he was, a couple shows ago, I compared his stats to Xavier Howard, who was an 88 ranked in Madden, and they were similar. Amani's were better in some categories. Obviously, he didn't play 17 games. He played 14.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of it. But still, like, you have comparable stats to one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. You're 3rd in multiple things. You only let up 2 touchdowns all year. You had 6 picks. Come on, man. What are you doing?
If you're Pro Bowl guard Jonah Jackson, you're hurt over this. You want to eat your feelings.
For sure.
Like, where should he go?
I mean,
as a heavyweight.
If you need to go somewhere to eat, you know you got to go to Big Boy.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get those big boys in Big Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Because at Big Boy, ciabattas are back, and look at that. They got the sunrise ham and cheddar. They got the chicken cordon bleu, and they got the chicken club with the bacon on it. That looks delicious. Put a little honey mustard on that boy, and
what was that?
If you want to keep it light, they also got their Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, and Greek salad. And don't forget, I was going to swear, but I was like, I can't do it during the ad read, so that's what came out. Don't forget to cool off with a nice hand-dipped cookies and cream or strawberry shake. And I'm telling you, those cookies and cream shakes are hitters. Those boys slap. You heard it here first. Summer just got better at Big Boy. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll be right back.
It's Feldman's Carmageddon. We're putting an end to high prices during our 4-day super sale. Only 24 hours left to shop thousands of used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Hurry in. Only 24 hours left.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked
full
awesome.
of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, join my man Compost.
What up, though? Pussies on me like,
Hey, real quick, if you guys listening, okay, I want the chat to please, if you could. Fun little brain exercise game. How would you spell out the noise that Spencer made?
I think it would be, here, I got it.
I think Lions Rumble took a whack at it. He's got ZZZEEEWWW.
That's close enough. But if you guys are just joining us, we are the Woodward Heavyweights.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you guys tapping in, giving us love. Make sure you smash that like button. If we can get to 100 likes on our first stream.
Our first stream?
If we get to 100 likes on the Woodward channel, that'd be huge. We need 11 more, so smash that like button. We get to 100 likes. I'm not going to say nothing crazy, but I'll do something crazy. And if you haven't heard, if you're just checking in, we are going to be giving away an autographed Lions helmet, autographed by the Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown, courtesy of Pro Sports Zone. John Yu hooked us up, so we can hook you guys up. There are a pinned comment with all of the stipulations on what you have to do to win said helmet. You got to take a picture of the screen. You better like it. You better subscribe to it. and you're going to put it on social media, tag Woodward Sports, tag us, but you have to tag Pro Sports Zone as well.
Yes, sure.
And make sure you follow me,
Yes,
make sure
sure.
you follow Eazy, and make sure you follow Pro Sports Zone to be entered to win that autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet that we will be auctioning off and giving away at some point this week. So make sure you stay tied in with the heavyweights, baby.
Hey, yo, Chris, keep you on your toes. Make that noise. Make the noise Spenny just made. Put the cam on you, too. I'm trying. I want the theatrics. And then tell me how you're spelling that bad boy.
I don't know how to spell it, but...
That sounded sus. No, I was just kidding.
How bizarre.
How bizarre, how bizarre. So what do we got on the docket next? Sir Reginald Easerton.
Sir Reginald Easerton. We just went over our top 10 compared to man's top 10, the power rankings. Speaking of 10, a lot of Detroit Lions fans think the Detroit Lions will win 10 games.
Yeah.
But Vegas has us at 7 max, or in their eyes. The over
6.5.
6.5. Yes.
6.5.
Detroit Pistons, though, 27.5. I want to know from you and the listeners, the audience, what's more realistic? Like, if you're going to Vegas, I'm giving you, say
$100,000.
Yeah, say you win that Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet, okay?
Okay.
And it's worth $1 million, all right? You cash in on the milli, and you take it to the casino. You got to put a bet on the Pistons over 27.5, or the Detroit Lions over 6.5. Which one are you going with and why?
I'm gonna need $100,000 or 40, but
2 pack of blacks in the beat city.
Pack of blacks in the beat city, but I'm gonna go with the Pistons. I am. I think it was 26.5 a couple weeks ago. It's 27.5 in a lot of different books right now. I think I have I have the Lions at 7 wins, so 6.5 is right there. It is the over, but like I said, you can go either way. I would be upset if the Lions won 6 or less. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think the Pistons is a little safer for the multiple reasons we have explained. Because one, Pistons, they're not tanking anymore. They're not going to be wanting to lose games. They're going to be playing to win games at the end of the year, and that gives you 3+ wins to what they had last year alone. And if you add that, that puts them at 26. And then you look at year 2, Cade Cunningham. He is coming off of a summer where he has worked out with the team, worked out with these guys, coming in healthy, going to play the full year, not going to be missing the first couple weeks of the season. So that, again, is another 2 wins on top of what they did last year. Because you have your best player who is going to have the ball in his hands more, who is already comfortable in this system with these guys, playing the whole season healthy. That's a couple wins on top of that. And finally, because we got some big men now, we're not going to be starting
some heavyweights.
We're not going to be starting Trey Lyles at center. We're not going to be,
God, I forgot
we're not going to be starting Kelly Olynyk at center. We got Nerlens Noel. We have Marvin Bagley for a full year. We drafted Jaylen Brown. Like, these guys are going to make a difference alone in the paint. Like, we got eaten alive in the paint last year. They're not. Don't do that in the mic ever again.
Welcome back to Woodward ASMR.
These guys are going to make a difference. That alone puts them over. I have the Pistons winning about, I think I said like 32 to 34 games this year. I could see them at. And, so I'm going to go with the Pistons.
I think the answer is really simple.
Yeah.
Look at the word Pistons. All right, let's break that down.
P-I-S. Tons.
Pissing tons, all right?
Pissing tons of W's in this boy because we're hitting the over.
You know what I'm saying? No. Bro, honestly, dude, Pistons, break it down. 7 letters, guys. 7 letters in Pistons, all right?
You get
7 times
you get
5.
Real conspiracy theory.
No, but honestly, Lions, break it down. 5 letters, all right? 5 times 2 is 10. Detroit Lions win 10 games. The Lions easily, bro. 2 teams, fight between 2 teams. Lions, 5 letters in the word Lions. 2 times 5 is 10. Detroit Lions win 10 games. Super Bowl, mic drop.
Now I understand why you only make $2 bets, because this is your base. He's sitting in his basement with a whiteboard. Like, all right, here we go. We're doing this over here. Here comes the team. Carry that forward. Winning 25 games. I'm in the over.
Detroit Lions are winning 25 games. It's a 17-game season, Easy. No, the math checks
out.
Numbers don't lie.
The man's is making his bets off Scrabble.
Yeah, for real. He's putting the word.
And Wordle.
So this is what we're spelling out here. No, but all joking aside, I got the Pistons. Yeah. I think they improved as a team. I think, like I said, Kate Cunningham year 2. We got some bigger guys down low, and we're not gonna be trying to lose games at the end of the season. So give me the Pistons with the over 27.5. I got them at 34. I'll say.
Give me the Detroit Lions.
You better pick the Lions. You said they're gonna get 10 wins, boy.
I said 10 wins isn't crazy, but you give me the Detroit Lions, man. I think it's again. I hate to like. Chris, you're trying to go at me during the commercial break, and you're like, just because they lost 5 games by 1 digit doesn't mean blah, blah, blah. Look at who they went to those games with. Who they went into battle with and lost by that short amount, and what we're going to battle with this year.
Yeah, that's
true.
What
I'm saying? I mean,
but you don't always win close games. Name the last team that never lost a close game.
No, 100%, but I'm just saying, like, what I just said, look what we went to battle with. You know what
Good
I'm saying?
teams. Playoff teams.
Yes. Against Super Bowl champions. The
Super Bowl
LA Rams,
caliber teams,
at
too.
their house.
The Ravens are a Super Bowl contender this year with a healthy team. So,
100%, man. Like, I got to go Detroit Lions, man. For me, one concern with the Pistons, and again, like 27.5. I like it better with 26.5. I wish we would have took it then. But with the Pistons is look at how great or how good we think of Kate Cunningham, like how high we think of him. I remember last year we drafted him. I was one of the idiots saying like, yeah, I mean they might flirt with playing, but realistically though, like they didn't. You know what I'm saying? And Jaden Ivey, I'm not disrespecting him at all, but I think lesser of him than I do Kate Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? And like, yes, I do have a high upside, or I think those both him and Jaylen Brown have high upsides. But in their rookie year, I can't guarantee that they're gonna like perform that way.
But you had Aiden Hutchinson and Jameson Williams in your what top 12?
Power
Lions?
I don't remember. I know J-Mo was in there.
J-Mo's top 10 for sure. I think Hutch was 12 or 13.
Well, I'm just saying, in actual play.
Yeah.
Kate Cunningham, you would say is better than Jaylen Brown, correct?
Yes.
Kate Cunningham, you say is better than Jaden Ivey, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Kate Cunningham, we had him last year. Ultimately resulted in 23 wins. Now I know he missed some games at the beginning of the year. Obviously had to get over his little rookie hump, and then we finally got a 7-footer in there to he could throw lobs to. But nonetheless, like NBA players, you don't really see. It's gonna give those guys going to take like 3-4 years to develop to a full product. And the rookie season, I don't know that we're going to see that. And you, the one who sold me on it a little bit too. I can't pronounce his name, but my man over in France. You know, say you might want to go.
Wanabama
flirt.
Wanabama or
Wanabanga.
Wanabanga. Yeah, Wanabanga. Wanabanga. That dude's 7'5" and he plays like a guard.
Wanabanga.
Yeah. The picture of him standing next to Chet though is like, damn, like he's legit.
Yeah.
7'5".
Bro, and I remember too, like, so Rudy Gobert, how many, 3, 4 defensive player of the years?
Yeah, 4. No, 3.
3?
3.
I specifically remember seeing him on social media giving him buckets.
I hate Rudy Gobert.
In the 1v1s, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
Rudy Gobert.
Pistons might be flirting. I know it looks like they may be ready to win, or it just looks like that way because they took those 2 veteran contracts from the Knicks. But it's going to take some time. I think the Detroit Lions are more realistic to get these 6.5 versus the Detroit Pistons 27.5. You're shaking your head, Chris. What's up?
Oh, I was just saying that you got to add the reason I take the Pistons over is you got to add the tank for Wanabanga. It's going to be crazy this year.
Yes,
that is true.
That's true too.
This guy is you can't even make this build in 2K. People are drooling over this prospect for a lot of reasons. I would love if the Pistons got him. But being realistic, teams are going to tank and really jockey their positions. And like Spencer said, that's easily 3, maybe in this with a prospect this high, 5 wins that you can add to the over. So I'm taking the Pistons. No problem.
That was a great
I'm
counter
optimistic on the Lions too.
What is going on? What are you doing? Why is this?
We hit 100 likes. Damn, this thing's broke as hell. Manny's got these dry cigarillos in this boy.
Boy just dropped in his cup of water. Oh
100 likes.
We hit 100 likes on our first show. Shout out. You guys supporting the boys. And shout out MyBookie. MyBookie.com. You guys, you want to take the over on both those teams, the Detroit Pistons or the Detroit Lions? The best place to do it is MyBookie.com. And use promo code Woodward. The match part of your first deposit. You can maximize on your money, man. Make sure you guys do it. I'm going to tell you to take the Detroit Lions over versus Detroit Pistons over. But my counterparts tell you different. Make sure you use promo code Woodward. Either way, we'll be right back. It's Woodward Heavyweights. We celebrate because we just hit 100 likes. That's crazy. We'll be right back.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risks, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
Hey, it's Scott from the Woodward Bet Show. Hey, we're here to get hot. We're here to stay hot. We're going to stay hot. We're going to win all kinds of fun coupons this week because that's what we do over at the Woodward Bet Show at 4:30. You guys got to make sure you're checking us out. You also got to make sure you check out oddstrader.com. It's got live scoring, play-by-play updates, the best place to check all the odds at the sports books right in the palm of your hand. But hey, let's get to these winners. Listen, we're going to attack the Red Sox. Red Sox stink. You see how many runs the Blue Jays put up on them? So we're going to go with the Indians/Guardians today. Woodward Bets, oddstrader.com. Check it out.
You guys, you know I'm really good at math. I just broke down and told you how many letters in the Detroit Lions and the Pistons. Like that. It's all thanks to the Academy of Warren. That's where I was. All right. I'm just kidding. It's brand new, guys. It's a brand new facility. It's a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome field house. Has a regulation basketball court, a volleyball court, soccer field, and you can play 7-on-7 football. Guys, I got AM and PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, a learning streak, a futuristic media center. For the heavyweights, free breakfast and lunch, you know we there for that one. You know we there for that one. Houghton Mifflin curriculum and academic games, K-8 athletics. Make sure you guys enroll today, man. It's academyofwarren.net. What up, though? And welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. This isn't our inaugural episode, and somehow, some way, Naked HD decided to come back.
They're back. I already blocked them once.
We're celebrating, boys. We just hit 100 likes in the first stream.
Turn up.
Okay? I'm pulling a gypsy right now, baby. Did we chug it? I'm not going to chug it.
No, just take a shot.
Take a little shot. Take a little. Put some more in there.
In the water?
This is all gypsy.
That's all gypsy.
This is all gypsy, baby. Man, why is this? Hey guys, welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Morax. If you just joined the stream, whether you're watching on replay or watching live, all week we are doing a raffle for an Amon-Ra St. Brown autographed helmet, courtesy of Pro Sports Zone and Johnny U. Shout out to them. Big shout out to them for real, man. That was awesome of him to do. Hey, dude, like you said, it's the sun god.
The sun god.
It's a god's helmet, bro. Autographed by him. You guys can win it. Make sure you follow the rules. Pinned in the chat. Screenshot the stream. Tag us and Pro Sports Zone on any social media platform, as well as you know, put the link in there too. Naked HD chat. Hey, can you put the chat? Persistent hell, baby. Put on the
it is
subscribers only mode. What?
It's on subscribers only mode.
Wait, Naked HD, they subscribe?
Shut up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
And they mess with the heavyweights, dog?
We're looking for a sponsor. We're looking for a sponsor.
That's us, boy.
Dude, did you see Neil do the read one time? He was like, Neil Rule here for nakedhd.xyz. There are a lot of different ways you can find porn on the internet, but the best is nakedhd-xyz. Dude, it was so funny. His delivery was perfect.
Since I got a little gypsy in me, where is the best place? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
About to unblock him.
Yeah,
my camera rolled.
Real talk though. We were talking about Detroit Pistons before we went to break. We had Zarik in a couple days ago, Prince of Detroit Pistons. Yes, I'd say
the man himself.
Shout out to Zarik, man, great kid. Actually, I'm jumping over that one. I want to talk about this one since last week. I apologize. It's still Jaden Ivey related, but it also includes his pro comparison. One of his pro comparisons. John Morant was in an interview recently. And he was asked, who do you think should be the Rookie of the Year this year?
Let's hear it.
Early Rookie of the Year pick. Who do you think wins it? Because if you're right, we're gonna play this clip when they win.
Jaden.
What makes him special?
I just feel like his hunger. I feel like that goes a long way. Not even, talking about, what he can do, for a team, offensively or whatever. But like even talking with him like in college or whatever, he probably could have a great game for most people. But for him, it's like, all right. And I seen the same thing with myself. So, just seeing that and how he can, score the ball, from, all three levels. I feel like, he got a chance. Obviously, you have, the top three picks. You pretty much don't know how that's gonna go. But I feel like he'll win it.
Yeah, I normally don't like player comparisons, but the Jaden and Ja comparison feels very spot on.
Man, that's my little brother.
Yeah. So that one,
That's
that
my
one
little
works.
brother.
Little brother. You there, my little brother.
I love that.
I love that too.
I love that.
I love that too, partner. We're slapping, homie. No, Jaden Ivey Rookie of the Year. I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either. It's the guy's in a situation where he's going to be asked to carry a lot of the offense. He was brought in to kind of fix that when Cade Cunningham's off the court, the offense looks stagnant. So when Cade Cunningham's off the court, when he's getting that rest, expect to see a lot of Jaden Ivey. We saw what he did in 5 minutes before he got injured in that summer league. He dropped 11 points in 5 minutes before he got injured in that last summer league game that he played in, and he showed us the whole bag. He showed us the dribble moves. He showed us attacking the basket. He showed us the step back three. He showed us the passes in transition, looking like a great offensive player. So I am very excited. We know that Troy Weaver and Dwayne Casey both challenged him to be an elite defender in the NBA, which is very realistic for him at 6'4", with his athleticism, with his quick twitch speed, his lateral quickness. It is very easy to see him being a high-level defender in the NBA. So I'm excited to it. It's DCP1 said, if Cade can't win it, neither can Ivy. Come on, man. Don't put those demons on me, Ricky Bobby. It's like, I think he has a good chance to being there. He was obviously the best guard in the draft. This is a guard-dominant league. This is a team that needed a secondary ball handler, another guy who can create offense on this team. So I expect him to come out there, and I expect him to play very well. Rookie of the Year was on his bucket list, his list of things that he keeps as his phone background to make sure that it's achievable accolades for his career, things that he can do. So I'm excited to see him go out there and prove to the league why he was drafted so high, prove to Sacramento that they're a bunch of fools in that poverty-ass franchise for taking Keegan Murray over Jaden Ivey. So I'm excited for him. Plays with a chip on his shoulder, is going to play for the city. He's got that dog inside him. He's got that dog in his chest. So, I'm ready for it. It's very, very obtainable.
Why'd you bark like this, son? I don't hate it, to be honest with you. I don't hate it. I think last year's Rookie of the Year award put a lot of stuff in perspective. But at the same time, it was also like a really close competition. Like all three of those guys had amazing rookie years.
Yes.
Mobley, Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham,
Herb Jones. Don't forget about Herb Jones.
All right, don't even go there. Don't even go there. The final. What's his name?
Kevin Pelton.
Fuck you, Kevin Pelton. Sincerely. Nonetheless,
here's one for you, buddy.
Yeah. I want to say that winning is like something that matters in the the Rookie of the Year race. I think that last year, though, it may have only mattered because the race was so close, and they made that deciding factor to tilt it that way. So Jaden Ivey becoming Rookie of the Year. I mean, like Josh said, he is a 3-level scorer. I mean, I hope that he proves more from 3-point percentage. He showed it in summer league.
Showed the range,
100%.
Deep range.
Yes. And some that didn't even count.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he's doing the kick out James Harden stuff. And I think the biggest factor that will truly make him Rookie of the Year, Cade Cunningham.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that guy was 18th overall, I think Zara told us last week, in double teams. Percentages his rookie year. You know he's coming back stronger this year. He's got the braids, he's got the beard, you know what I'm saying? He's buffed up, quite literally. You know what I'm saying? So I think having Cade Cunningham. Yeah, for real, man. Like having Jaden as a second option is dangerous. I have to admit. Out of all the critiques I may have made of him as a second option is dangerous.
Yeah.
With Cade on the floor, that's your second option. Jaden's going to do his thing. He's going to put up a lot of highlight plays too, which obviously voters, I don't want to say they love it. I can't speak for everyone. Just Kevin Pelton. But nonetheless, I can see having him, man. Chris, after you, don't worry about Naked HD right now. I'll get him because I got the admin button. But you're a big basketball guy. Yeah. Jaden Ivey Rookie of the Year, is that crazy talk? Like, where are you ranking him on your list?
I would put him in probably like the top 3 or 4. Like, I really think that he has a great chance to win it. I wouldn't say he's the favorite. He wouldn't be my pick, like, confidence-wise, just because, Spencer made a good point about it being a guard-dominant league and him having opportunities and having a guy like Cade Cunningham. But Chet's got 2 great passers. Well, Shea's not as great a passer, but Giddey's an amazing passer, and I feel like Chet's going to get all of the opportunity in the world. That would be my favorite, even though I don't think he's the best player in this draft class.
Chet?
But Yeah, Chet. But Jaden definitely absolutely has a shot to become Rookie of the Year. I think that's definitely a thing, especially if the Pistons overachieve. Like, look, if the Pistons have this magical season where Ivy is starting and Cade is playing amazing and they're a play-in team, which, you know, I think even the most optimistic Piston fans are saying play-in, but a lot of people are having them right outside that bubble. So if they get in the play-in or maybe even snag an 8th seed or a 7th seed like Cleveland or Toronto last year, then yeah, you could see that make a difference in the Rookie of the Year. So it's not crazy to me, but would I put money on it? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So they hit that 28 mark based off the Vegas' projections.
Mm-hmm.
You think he's still Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, I do. I think a lot of the teams that higher rookies are going to be just as bad. I don't think Orlando's going to be any better than the Pistons. I don't think Oklahoma City's going to be any better than the Pistons. I don't think Sacramento probably has the best chance of being a better team than the Pistons. And it's Sacramento. Like, they're going to do something to be the Kings, and they're going to miss the playoffs. Kings going King. So it's not crazy. It's really not crazy. And one thing that is crazy, though, is if you don't have a Planet Fitness membership, what are you doing?
This is knocking futz.
Because as you can see, we broadcast live from the Planet Fitness studios. And right now, for just $0 down and $10 a month, you can get your Planet Fitness membership. If you don't want to be a heavyweight, make sure you hit up Planet Fitness. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness nearby. You can be driving down Woodward, you'll see a couple of them on the way to the studio. So join in club or online at planetfitness.com. And remember, until the end of August, high school students can work out for free thanks to the summertime pass. So check out Planet Fitness. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll be right back.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
My bad. I thought Spencer was definitely reading. I did not highlight this thing on my sheet, but I'll tell you about Alta Equipment. Because why not? Because Alta Equipment, uptime matters. I think that's what Troy Weaver uses. I think that's what Brad Holmes uses. Because they're doing a damn good job to this rebuild. Alta Equipment, they have the #1 rental fleet in all of Michigan. Make sure you guys even call today. It's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment, where uptime matters. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, battling my ADD, coming back for these commercial breaks, and I was winning all day, but that ADD just took me out there. That's my boy, Confus Spin.
What up, though?
We got Young Sus in the TD booth. Run the 1s and 2s. Make sure you guys hit that like button. And again, there's a pinned comment. If you screenshot the stream, tag Woodward Heavyweights and Pro Sports Zone along with the stream link. Must be following to qualify.
But must be following the Heavyweights and Pro Sports Zone to qualify.
Yes.
You see our Twitter ads on the screen.
Shout it out. Nonetheless, you can win a signed autographed helmet. I don't know why I say signed and autographed, the same damn thing. But you can win an autographed helmet by the Sun God himself, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes.
Spinny, we're in the last stretch of the show. You want to talk? You a swaggy guy. You know what I'm saying? I see you with the shoes. Well, not right now. You took them off.
I took the dunks off.
You
Can't crease them, boys.
But you be a swag guy. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, there's talk that the Detroit Pistons may announce the teal jerseys as soon as tonight.
Yes.
There's actually a Pistons party going down tonight where they may announce teal jerseys as an alternate, not full time. But you want to debate, who has the swaggiest jerseys in the city?
I do. There are a lot of alternates to choose from. Obviously, we saw Terry Foster talking about how he doesn't like the teal jerseys. Neil was on record saying he doesn't like the teal jerseys. I think that's some old head shit, man. No,
it really is.
I like the teal jerseys. I'm happy they're bringing them back. I don't want to hear the Oh, well, they weren't good in them. It doesn't matter. This is a new team. Give them what they want to wear. The guys are excited to wear them. The city's excited to buy them. Bring back the teal jerseys. But there are a lot of different jerseys that Detroit sports teams have had. Different alternate jerseys. Not things they're going to bust out every day, but things that look good. And in my mind, I'm going to pick one from each major sport in Detroit. And you can create a poll of this real fast as I say it there, young sus. So first, you got the Pistons teal jerseys.
Okay.
Obviously, we know didn't come with the greatest reputation, but they're crispy, man. Teal's a beautiful color. Very original color scheme. You don't see that very often. So Pistons teal jerseys. 2, you got the Detroit Stars jerseys. The Negro League affiliate of the Detroit Tigers that they wear once a year. Fire jerseys. Very sick uniforms. The hats are fire, too. So you got the Detroit Stars jerseys. 3, the Black Lions jerseys. We remember the Black Lions jerseys. Those boys were sick. Everybody's been telling the Lions to bring back the black jerseys. Love those. And number 4, my personal favorite, the Red Wings Winter Classic hockey jerseys. The one I got, you guys have seen me wear it before. It's the Datsuk one. It's the red with the cream outline, the cream winged wheel, and the cursive. I think that is one of the hardest jerseys in pro sports. Love that jersey. Got the Datsuk one myself. But they're up on the screen. The poll is up. You guys pick. I already told you, and I got 2 devices open, so I'm clicking twice, boy. You know what I'm saying? The Red Wings Winter Classic jerseys are my pick. I think those are fire. But I don't think there is really a bad one to pick from because the Lions black jerseys are a close second to me. I love those. The Roy Williams, Calvin Johnson black jerseys, like those were fire.
It's tough for me because like a lot of stuff when I'm doing fashion, I was trying the hardest to think of another word. Swag.
High fashion.
What do I say? I like wearing stuff that you don't see though, and stuff that obviously goes hard. For me, number 1, wing wheels up there. But I got to stop with being thirsty.
Dog, there's some cheeks walking down Woodward right now.
Man, I'm going Detroit Stars, though.
Okay.
Very rare, very swaggy. Easy for me, man. I got to go look at the cheeks. Take the mic over, man.
Dog, yeah, those were double caked up on a Monday afternoon, boy. That's why I love Birmingham, bro. It's kind of like East Lansing, because in East Lansing, baddies everywhere.
It's East Lansing on steroids.
Yeah,
let's be honest, because these
East Lansing on steroids?
Yes,
no way.
Because they're grown women. Like
there's still badder girls in East Lansing, and they're everywhere, and they walk in packs of like 8.
I don't know.
New poll. No,
I'm not a fan of white girls.
I don't blame you, sus. I'm not gonna lie, but there's a lot of rich white girls in Birmingham that use it. But yeah, these jerseys are fire. I think they need to bring them all back.
Damn, man, I wish we.
Obviously, the Detroit Stars would get once a year.
I wish we had a graphic to put them on the screen to like have them like side by side.
I told Cheese Nips to make it.
Shout out to Cheese Nips though, man. He's you know what I'm saying, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know, he's putting the extra work to help us out.
Yeah, shout out Cheese Nips.
I gotta go, man. Stars still. I personally own a Winter Classic. I won the '93 Franzen, my birth year.
Yeah.
And then I own another one, 25 with Eazy on it.
That's dope.
Yep, had to get 25 for my D-Mac.
Yeah.
But Winter Classics is cold.
Like the Winter Classic jersey is fire.
Teal is cold. I'm glad they're bringing back the teal. Another thing too with like the old heads that I think they need to pump the brakes on is like realize like this is an alternate.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not wearing it every night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, the teal cursed us. Oh, the teal cursed us. Like there was probably only be like what, like 8 games.
Yeah.
Tops that they wear them. Probably even less than that. Being for real.
And it's what the guys want.
100%.
So I don't want to hear the old. I want to hear Kate Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Isaiah Stewart, Sadiq Bey, how they feel about it.
Yeah.
And you see Sadiq Bey rocking the teal jerseys.
Yes.
Like he has teal jerseys that he wears himself outside of games. So we know how they feel about it. We know, what they think about it. So I'm excited they're bringing it back.
If you're power ranking them, how are you doing it?
Power ranking, number 1, Red Wings.
Okay.
2, Lions black jerseys. 3, Stars. 4, teal.
As much as I want the black jerseys back, just because I think it's like a strong color, they're plain like boring. Just
well,
black jerseys,
it would look better. Like obviously they look better now. They redo them.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
For me, it's hard for me to go against the Winter Classic because it's literally a classic. But I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm going Detroit Stars 1 again because I think part of like fashion is just being different, being unique. And the Detroit Stars, you don't see a lot of those. You see them more now. Back in the day, by the way, fun fact, the Negro League jerseys, whoa. Jerseys were made of wool back then.
That's so
playing in the summer, bro. That's wild.
Playing a baseball game in the middle of August wearing a wool jersey.
Dog. That's messed up.
That is terrible.
Nonetheless, the Detroit Stars, Winter Classic for me, teal, and then black.
You know what? Like, that I don't have on this list because it's not a Detroit team, but one of the hardest jerseys I've seen in a while.
What?
The City Edition White Sox jerseys that say Southside on the front with the building scape. I got one. It's a Michael Jordan Southside jersey.
Damn, that's kind of dope.
Boy, it's hard. I love it. Those are such fire jerseys. I love those. I wish the Tigers did a cool City Edition jersey like that. But I mean, the Old English D is just so on point, so historic. It's hard to take that off of a jersey because the Tiger white jerseys are fire. The home whites,
yeah,
those boys are crispy.
Well, it's the Old English D is a classic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's point. It's like people always wear New York hats. People always wear Detroit D hats too. Yeah,
and so we are coming down to the end of it here.
Yes, sir.
This was our first live stream from the main channel. You guys made it awesome. We're sitting at 116 likes. Crazy. We appreciate you guys, obviously, for supporting us this whole time and continuing to support us as we move to this new channel. You make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you take a screenshot of the stream, put it on Twitter, tag us, Woodward Sports and Pro Sports Zone, as well as make sure you follow both of the heavyweights and Pro Sports Zone because we are raffling off an Amon-Ra St. Brown autographed Lions helmet at some point this week. So make sure you stay tuned into the heavyweights all week. We're going to be here 5 to 7, Monday through Friday. For my dog, Speak Easy, to the left of me.
Easy, baby.
For my boy, Chris. I'm calling you Chris, not Sus, because he did a great job today running the double duty. I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.
Be your friend, tell a friend.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Thumbs up. Like that.